Good morning. In less than an hour, ninjas from here will join others from around the world, and you will be launching the largest Fago bombardment in the history of the Juggalo family. Family. That word should have new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in our common interests. Perhaps it's fate that today is the 24th of October. It's Jeff's birthday. And once again, we will be fighting a floating object in the sky. Not for candy, snacks, or wads of cash, but for wicked shit. We are fighting for our right to stunt, to style. And should we win the day, the 24th of October will no longer be known as Jeff's birthday, but as the day when the family declared in one voice, "Fuck these goddamn posers, stop jacking our fucking shit. We're going to diss you. We're going to bus you. We're going to bus you. Oh, we're going to bust your head open. Today we celebrate our Independence Day.
Motherfucker! The fuck was that? Ninja. Oh, hell yeah!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Juggalos, Juggalettes, and those who don't identify as such. This is Juggalo Judgment, where two friends take time out of their busy schedules to sit down, listen to, and analyze music of the Juggalo variety. You're joined by your hosts, Mike and...
A brand new, singular Shmeev. On my own. Nobody else holding me back today. This is my day to be me on my own.
Took me a second to understand that, but okay. That's a good one.
Except, Mike, I'm not on my own.
You're not.
I've got you here.
I'm always here.
And Mike.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about this.
What?
I didn't tell you. But I brought somebody else in here today. Somebody else is here in the Juggalo Judgment studio. This has been an ongoing beef for a long time, and I thought that it's finally time that we put all this aside. We're gonna get everything out here in the open and clear the air. I'd like to introduce to everybody Robbie from Twiztid History.
Hey.
Don't do it, Mike! Don't do it! Don't do it! Let's go!
Fuck this!
Let's go, Mike! It ain't worth it!
It's me.
It's you.
I arrived.
Okay. So I'm gonna add a little bit more to this.
Yeah.
I have constantly talked about you. I've mentioned you on this show many, many times.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have started talking, about a year and a half ago, something like that, when I reached out because, for anybody who doesn't know, Robbie runs the Twiztid History Instagram account, which is fucking fantastic. So if you don't check it out, you should. And I hit you up because I was just checking out your posts and was like, wow, clearly this dude knows his shit. He's objective, and he's giving me a lot of information that I don't know. And I reached out. I was like, hey, man, I love what you're doing. You're giving me info that I can then, say on my show and claim it as my own because I'm a shitty person like that. And
It's fair. I didn't make it up either, so it's all of our information.
And you responded, which I thought was also kind of weird. And you also continued to respond. So I don't know whose fault that is. It's yours or mine. But regardless, you and I have chatted for the better part of a year and a half or more. And God, we talk pretty much every fucking day at this point. And it's been super cool. Yeah. And please give like a little rundown of typically what you do, though.
Oh, like on Instagram, not just my day-to-day. Let's see. I wake up.
Do you grab a brush and then put on a little makeup?
Just enough. Okay. No, let's see. A couple years ago, probably 2-ish years ago, I was bored and just thinking about Twiztid a lot and wanted to put that energy somewhere. I didn't want to start a podcast because I didn't like the idea of talking to no one, or trying to rope someone into talking to me. So, Mike, good work. But I needed to do something with it, so I just started writing it down on Instagram and kind of chronicling it, because also around that time, and still probably now, and probably forever in the past as well, there's like just a ton of misinformation and dumb crap out there on the internet, and it just got frustrating to see the same not correct facts over and over again, and was like, just chronicle this. And also it became really clear that Twiztid as a duo had no interest in writing or releasing a memoir or a book of any kind. So I figured, hey, I'll just do it on the internet for them.
And that's how you became the world's top tier Twistorian.
Basically, I guess, yeah. I mean, it's weird. I started hoping I would get, I think I posted early on that I would, when I got to like 100 followers or something, it would, I would post a special post or something. I don't even remember what it was at this point. But at this point, I'm at like 10,000 and have done a number of podcasts and get messages from people all the time, and make posts directly for Twiztid to share on their official Instagram page. So went from something that was just me bored to kind of a cool deal.
Right. Hell yeah. And Shmeev was your 10,000th follower on Instagram.
True. That's right. That is right.
Whenever you messaged me, you messaged me the screenshot saying like 9,999, and you're like, oh man, I can't wait. I just one more. And I'm like, I got you. And you thought I was going to unfollow. I texted Shmeev. I was like, follow him right now.
And it worked.
What a scam, man. We pulled it off.
What you do is super awesome. The fact that you've written posts for Twiztid, like, you have a way with words that is just stellar, and it's one of the reasons I really enjoy it. It's very objective, which is it can be very difficult within the Juggalo community to write something that's not necessarily like not fully neutral, but not pandering and not fully negative. So you do, I think, a fantastic job with that, and that's one of the reasons why I was drawn to your page.
Also, just finding the actual truth of whatever may have happened at a time.
Exactly.
There's a little guesswork that goes into it from time to time, where it's like, let's take these three sources and kind of figure out which one seems, where the story actually seems to lie.
Otherwise, it's purely speculation, and
it is all purely speculation.
For sure. But we have you here today because, first off, I wanted you as a guest on here for ages, so again, thank you for jumping on. But you specifically asked for the record that we're talking about today. And originally you said, then later on, actually, you said, oh man, I'm not sure if I want to do this or do X record in the future. And I said, dude, those are spread so far apart, you can fucking do both if we're still doing this podcast by then. So Robbie, please let everybody know what record are we talking about today?
We are here to talk about Inner City Posse's Intelligence and Violence EP.
I'm done. Fuck y'all. We're gone. Cut it.
And there he goes.
We're redoing the Riddle Box episode with a third take. No, we're here to talk about Twiztid's Independence Day album, 2007, released on Psychopathic Records, July 3rd. I don't know how long you want me to go on this bit where I'm just going to say facts.
I was going to say, he's just pulling this like off the top of his head, but I noticed you're probably looking at a screen and you may have the information up there, or you just know. I have no.
I know the label it's on.
I got everything that I need right here. And I'll get Genius up on the goddamn phone in a little bit, because I know I'll need it, even though it's not accurate.
No, I'm just flying strictly off the dome today, so anything that's wrong, that's on me.
Yeah. Which it shouldn't be wrong. You recently did a post for this album, so it should be fresh in your mind. So yeah, Independence Day, as you said, July 3rd, 2007. There are technically 2 printings of this. The first one had like a glow in the dark cover. It's like a zombie Uncle Sam, but it had like a glow in the dark thing. But there were spelling errors on the back, so it did get repressed in 2008 with corrections and some extra stuff in it. The inner booklet is basically just a poster, but on the back it does have the all the production credits. No lyrics, which would be super helpful, but God forbid. I also want to point out, Twiztid are terrible at having lyrics in their books that you can actually read, like, completely and well. None of their albums have that. Generation Nightmare was the closest, but it's literally black on black, and it's the fucking words.
It's too many words. I mean, I don't know what your CD catalog looks like. Most rap CDs do not have the lyrics involved. Yeah, it's just too many. They end up being really small. I remember when I was a kid, I had Beastie Boys' Hello Nasty had the lyrics in it, and they're printed in a way that you cannot read them. So rap CDs generally, we don't need lyrics.
I like the people that put them in like handwriting, like the worst fucking handwriting possible.
Methods to Mayhem's album was like that. It's so bad.
Was that the worst thing
Vanilla
about
Ice, Vanilla Ice did it with To the Extreme, and it was just fine. I could read it. I could learn all the words to play that funky music. I was fine. But
good penmanship on V-Ice. That's what you're saying.
No, well, that was the printed very, very small. So
gotcha. Okay.
It was able to be done.
Not a dense lyricist.
They just chose not to do it for the majority of their albums. So the concept of this record, for the most part, was Twiztid working with a lot of other independent artists. They had never really, until this point, worked in such a large scope with other people. Like, you'd have the typical, Psychopathic Records features and maybe an occasional guest here and there, like what we had on Green Book with E40, with Tech Nine, and with Bushwick Bill. But for this album, the primary focus was to have somebody on damn near every track. Well, I won't give my thoughts on that. I'll wait until the very end. But it's definitely something that was, in my opinion, kind of left field. They hadn't really, pretty much nobody on Psychopathic had done that at that point. So this was definitely kind of just a random shot for somebody to try. And it's just interesting, some of the people that they got on here and some alleged features that they tried working on that didn't make the final cut for one reason or another. But we'll probably find something about those in the future. So I don't know.
Are we keeping quiet about that? Is that the...
Well, keep quiet about what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Keeping things from Shmeev? Is that the...
I love keeping things from Shmeev.
I glaze over whenever he goes into history stuff anyway. I'm not gonna retain anything.
You're not even gonna realize I'm here.
Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna be tired by the end of this, because I feel like this is gonna be like you're gonna do a lot of talking.
I love to talk. So, and I was the few things I was gonna pump into the history talk was some speculation and some just general weird edge stuff, which is that around the time that this was being recorded, there were some like vague posts online about how it was part one of an eventual, I think, 3-part series that was going to have some sort of twisted psychopathic world domination vibe. So I think the origins of this that really went nowhere were that like all the independents were going to come together and be strong or whatever.
And it would end with them forming their independent label. And finally striking back against the tyrant Violent J.
That's a take. I'm not sure it's mine. I don't know. I think the goal was just to become a mighty force with everyone in the underground uniting, or some Lord knows. But nothing ever came of it. This is the only album that ever came from that supposed saga. And then just apparently the origins of it were through conversations with Monoxide and Violent J about how, independent artists need to come together and blah, blah, blah. So this is creatively a Monoxide / Violent J joint, which I think is really interesting. Because I don't think people associate them together that closely, this deep into their career.
I would also have to say, I did hear something that allegedly one of the tracks on here was meant to have a sequel song that I don't think actually happened. I'll bring that up whenever we get there. But in 2007, I think it was a point where the biggest independent labels that we think of with this style of music were Psychopathic, Strange Music, and Suburban Noise Records. That was pretty much, from me looking back, the case for a good probably 6 or 7 years, I'd say. Probably from like maybe 2005 to about 2012, 2013. It seemed like those were the biggest things that, Psychopathic was obviously the horrorcore label. Strange Music was for the more pure like rap fan, I guess, if you think about like Tech and Chris and that person called Cut Cahoon. But then Suburban Noise had pretty much like anybody that you could think of. They didn't stick with just one genre of music. You had, the Cottonmouth Kings with doing rap and what do they call it, rip hop or whatever. You had Head PE and stuff like that. So this album features people from pretty much everybody there and then some, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. It's just, it's funny to look back on that, because then for a while, Strange Music is just Tech Nine. Suburban Noise, up until I'd say early last year or late 2019, had kind of fallen off for a long time. So this is kind of a time capsule record if you think about it.
That's just natural cycles of things too, I would say. I mean, like Death Row is as on top as ever. Bad Boy is killing. I mean, that's just how crew-based labels go.
Right on. Well, I think that is about as much as we can preamble before we actually get into this. But before we actually listen to anything, we have to do what we do every single episode. I know that you know this, Robbie. You've listened to every single episode multiple times.
Never will we.
Pretty much all I hear.
Not a single time will we give a guest advance notice of this. You gotta just know. Yeah. We gotta crack open a motherfucking Faygo.
Yeah, we have to do it. So, esteemed guest Robbie, I'm going to ask you first, what do you have?
Let me crack it open in a way that you can pick up audio-wise. Hold on. I've got Hydro Flask flavor filled to the brim with H2O, baby water that you should drink for hydration. It's good for you. Keep it up. Water.
Some genuine Faygo delicious water. Nice. Hell yeah.
If Faygo sold just plain water, it would still be sweet as fuck.
For sure, yeah.
Just be sugar water.
Mm-hmm. Sugar.
Mike,
and water. Well, you know what?
I don't know what.
It's Independence Day. And what is one of the first things you think of with Independence Day?
Shaggy's nutbag.
You are exactly right. I think about that every year. Mm-hmm. It's very, very weird. I should probably get that, probably see a doctor to figure out why. Yep. But aside from that, I would also think about fireworks. Shmeev, what you got?
I could run downstairs and do the exact same thing, but I don't want to. 'Cause I'm fireworks okay, but it's not like my thing really. It's all right. But I have right here in my hands what I got last week in preparation for this episode that was then postponed for half a week, which was good for me. It gave me plenty of time to take care of stuff. I have a genuine Faygo delicious vanilla cream soda.
Okay.
Very nice.
Let's
crack them bitches open.
Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to wait.
God damn it. And some
All
good
right,
cream
let's get
soda.
this shit started.
Drag 1, welcome home. I forgot. I was very strongly considering putting Coheed and Cambria as welcome home.
That was so cool.
Cause I've had enough. They put the evil in chains and handcuffs. They hope that people will change and have love. They hope the weak will rise and stand up. I don't know why it's like this. Maybe it's just an experiment from the scientists. Maybe the reason that most of the people are buying this. They're all in search of solution, that's why they're trying this. I'm beside myself and I don't understand. I need some time to breathe and regroup on my master plan. I don't fit in, but I'm sure in no time I'll be on your shit list and you'll welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Home, home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Here with me. Welcome home. Welcome home. Sick games and sick ways to play those same old lanes who are smushed down like.
Coming out the fucking gate with a goddamn banger of a track. I should also I'll point out that there are different producers for each track, so I will point out who produced them, because I didn't know who produced most of this stuff actually until actually looking for these listens. So
Does
this was
Robbie
produced
know
by
Off the Dome?
This, I would say, is Fritz.
It is not.
Damn.
Oh.
This was produced by Underrated, who we'll see later on, but Underrated is formerly one half of the group Potluck. And but there was guitar by Fritz and Razor Ray. So that's the closest you get to Fritz. So there you go.
Closest we get is he is on it.
Yeah. There is, first off, no skits on this record. Nope. Which is interesting. There's something
one.
like at the very end of a song.
Yeah.
But no skits on here. We just fucking start with a track that is, in my opinion, slapping you in the face. Mm-hmm. Welcoming you home.
I didn't even think about the fact that there's no skits. That's interesting because this is super tangenty. But in September of 2007, a small indie artist named Kanye West put out an album called Graduation, which at the time was really noted for not having skits, as was the norm in hip hop at the time. So it's interesting that this was also like weird for Twiztid not to have skits, and it was a few months before that. Seems like people were on the same wavelength with being sick of skits, I guess is what I'm saying.
Anything ever come of that Kanye person?
I don't, some success, but people don't talk about him that much anymore.
It's Twiztid history, not Kanye history.
Yeah.
We're going to need to find the Kanye history person to talk about that.
Not to get too off the rails, but brother, you're talking to him.
Yeah,
so
we got this other artists suck and are biting their style thing that Monoxide's on right now. He's real mad about it, and like they've claimed that since before anybody actually knew who they were. Like, he was calling that shit out, like, on, like, their first album and stuff. And it's like, yeah, they had House of Crazies, but nobody was listening then. So, like, I don't know who he was talking about then, but now maybe he has slightly
people
more...
were listening then.
He has slightly more of a claim to it now, I suppose.
At that time, you could point at groups like maybe Simkin Heights or various Michigan wicked shit groups, who I don't know that they were ripping off HOK, but... yeah, that's always been a thing for these guys to discuss. And at this point, I think it was actually starting to become a little bit more prevalent in that this underground horrorcore scene was like bubbling over with shitty artists who threw on some level of face paint, fake blood, masks, whatever, and then just like wrapped into I was going to say a laptop, but that was a little before their time. So maybe just like a desktop. Built-in microphone.
Maybe a boombox or something.
Yeah. In 2007, they might have had themselves a Dell.
They put a karaoke machine in front of a boombox.
Yep, there it is.
That's just for the authenticity, though. That was just to be cool about it. They had microphones built into their laptops.
Now I
This
need
is
to
also-
look
yeah.
online and see when did Chronic Zombie start.
Oh my god. This is also a point where like, you know, they're always talking about like still being underground and stuff and still being ghetto, where it's that I might give them underground. I don't think I can abide by them continuing to be like, yeah, we're still ghetto and stuff. It's like, man, that does not come out of you like choosing to live a certain way. It comes out of you having to live a certain way. You got money now, man. Like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, I think talk to any rapper with success, and they'll say that's just built into you forever, though.
Yeah, I mean, well, to a degree. I mean, I feel like if I talked to Ice Cube now, I think he'd be willing to acknowledge, like, yes, like to some degree, yes, it has affected the way that I live in my everyday life. But no, I don't think I can actually still connect with that kind of life. Like, it's been years.
It's been decades on that behalf.
After some point, you're kind of used to a different kind of life.
And that's something that you point out, you know, with them saying they're underground, and the line that just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb now is Monoxide's last line is "Forever I'm underground, so hear me now." And for anybody who has been under a rock, potentially underground, Twiztid recently just released one of their most successful albums to date, with Unlikely Prescription, that has gotten some notoriety. So it's just, I hate the idea of saying, well, forever this, because then the instant something changes, people are so quick to just rip on it and said, well, you said this, blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing about, not that we're really discussing that topic now, but like when people say like, oh yeah, I'm psychopathic till I die. Yeah. Then you're not on the label. Like, it's a shitty way for people to literally hang on to that, which isn't fair. So words need to be chosen, I guess, a bit better. But hey, 2007 was a slightly different time. A lot of stuff can change in the span of 5 fucking years.
Can't see
14 years, yeah.
Right. But I do want to point out that Monoxide, there is a level up already.
Yeah.
From the rap that we got on Man's Myth, which is the last rap album from Twiztid we heard. There is clearly something that is starting to change with him, because he's getting more, I don't want to say like a Chopper style, but his delivery for the most part in some of the prior albums has been a little bit more of the, I guess, laid back is the way I want to say it, but compared to Madrox rather.
Yeah.
I'd say like
he's
This
picking
is very staccato, like very like driven, like direct. And I think that actually is the case for a lot of what he does on this record. I thought it didn't start for another couple albums personally, but no, this is definitely a minor bubblings of it.
That's always the I don't want to say stereotype, that's not the right word, but that's always like the party line, I guess, what you would say is like that, like around Abominations, he really got better at rapping. And I think it's pretty like clearly leveling up here and like through that period up through now, I would even say. But like, yeah, the like you said, the staccato, like the real like precise vocal delivery, and then just the fact that he's been, you know, interweaving more and more like internal rhyme schemes into each bar with different syllables and stuff like that. Like, it's clear that he took the time, maybe in between the two records, or maybe because he knew he was going to have to be, if the premise is to rap alongside a bunch of the best independent artists out, he, you know, didn't want to look dumb or shitty alongside them. So I think it was like, all right, it's time to really rap my ass off on this. And I think this is where we really see, like, you know, Monoxide not be the second level guy in the group, and they're kind of standing shoulder to shoulder at this point. And I'd say Monoxide bests him a lot on this record. Bests Madrox, that is.
I was going to say this was where he decided to do a Blaze, and Jamie wrote this for him. But these aren't Jamie verses. This is clearly Monoxide. This is from him brain. This is not Jamie's style.
No, the lyrics, you can tell like he's finding his own voice within the group, like in just the things he says and the descriptions and stuff. Like Monoxide or Madrox, I feel like speaks in real generalities. I can't think of a great example off the top of my head, but we'll get there throughout the whole album. But, he talks around a subject a lot of the times, and I kind of leave a lot of his verses going like, I get the feeling he's trying to put across, but he didn't, like, tell me a story necessarily. Especially
we've brought that up in the past about certain songs where it's like, okay, here was a direct inspiration, and then the next person needs to continue it. And sadly, sometimes the next person is Madrox, and he doesn't continue it. He's a painter. He gives you a feel. He writes lyrics like rock guys write lyrics, which is like, I'm telling you the emotion of this more so than like a factual, story. He's not a storyteller, whatever. But and then Monoxide gets a little bit more like very specific with what he's saying, which I think it works really well. I think that's why they don't work that great solo, because those two sides of that coin kind of make each one better. Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right. I think that's it for Welcome Home. Track 2, Monster.
Fuck you and your platinum chains. I'd rather rip out your intestines and wear it on my neck just the same. Making a charm out of your brain and having a go to give it away to your moms and pops in the box marked remains. Bloodstains.
All right. I'll see you guys another time. That's pretty much the best part of the record right there. So.
And I just hope that you could be me for just one day. Then you would get a better sense of what the fuck I say. I said bitches ain't shit. God bless the dead and fuck every last bitch that won't give up some head. I smoke 15 packs in a day and I'm getting worried now, cause every time I cough my hearing is getting blown. I ain't a hater player, just ain't no suckers allowed. And you and that bitch that was dancing are just way out of bounds.
It came in the dark, where most were fast asleep. Creeping, looking for blood, down in the neighborhood streets. If you get caught in the gaze of his evil eyes, you will know true horror as your body slowly dies.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I interrupted but those first handful of bars on Monoxide's part are like, I think when I first started listening to this album regularly, those got stuck in my head. Like, I would repeat it to myself at work, because just between the like technical dexterity of it and the like internal rhyme schemes, and then just the actual like description, he's killing it. It's the best he'd ever been to this point, I would say, is those 2 or 3 lines.
I can see that.
So, first off, this was produced by Monoxide with some additional production by Fritz.
Huh.
I think it's like the only track that Monoxide actually produces on this record.
He's gotten better at his production too.
He really did. Because, man, that stuff on Hell's Pit remix, not amazing.
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. Smeeve, you have heard the Shangri-La Hell's Pit remixes. I
have. How
many times did you listen to them?
I do 3 listens usually.
Okay, you've heard them 3 more times than I have.
That's fair. I'd say the Hell's Pit remixes were more worth the listen than the Shangri-La ones. But also, I think you're just better off listening to Hell's Pit, ultimately.
That's always been about my assumption.
Just listen to Hell's Pit, but then switch out In My Room for the remix version. You get a better.
It was an interesting time. But anyways, Monoxide, he doesn't really like people, like in general.
I'd say that's probably fair. I'd probably agree.
Sounds like in general he's holding everyone else responsible for his health problems from smoking. He's pretty mad at everyone else for his lungs falling apart.
Helps his voice,
he doesn't smoke anymore.
Yeah. And then Jamie drops a Black Label Society reference, a little Zakk Wylde in there. I was proud of that. Didn't see that one coming. Good on you, Jamie.
Yeah, who could have? That is very left field.
A little bit. I'm like, I'm used to it when he's just like, Star Wars, it's like Darth Vader, right? And I'm like, yeah, I got you, Jamie, but like, that one was out there.
He'd make a Batman reference first.
Right. Well, he does both. He drops a lot of Star Wars too.
Right. Monoxide's verse is probably the closest that we get for the majority of this record, or one of like two spots really of horrorcore. There is not a lot of real horrorcore on this record. A lot of this does just have an underground rap feel. But yeah, the majority of Monoxide's verse is like hammering that in. Like, yeah, remember the fact that we did like Wicked Shit forever? We still do that, just on this track.
It's the best kind to me, as it's like, it's a blend, or it's like hip hop bravado, like threats, menacing kind of stuff, but it's like with the horror, not iconography, but like words,
imagery.
That's the one.
There's the
one. But yeah, it's he's talking about slicing people up and stuff, but it's not. It doesn't feel bottom of the barrel, bargain bin horrorcore. It's like it's there to be a good rapper. It's in the same way that like Method Man would say something like that. It's not in the way that, well, I don't need to throw shade at anyone specific, but insert shitty horrorcore rapper here would say that.
Yeah, he talks about ripping someone's guts out and using them as a chain, because fuck your platinum chain, Jay. I'm the Don now. I'm making a charm out of your guts and your organs and stuff. That's me, Monoxide.
Man, that'd be a smelly, smelly chain.
Go on, Mike.
Episode. Nothing. No, we're fine. The only the style of the song pretty much sounds the same throughout until we get to Madrox has another verse towards the end. He has a second verse, and then there's this kind of shift in the beat. It's kind of bouncy for a little bit, and I'm like, I kind of just wanted a track that was that beat.
It shifts
like,
to 3.
Yeah, I could have had that like on its own for a while, but this is just a pretty like another straightforward track. Like, we're already 2 songs in, and people are you're checking this, and you're like, well, wait a minute, where's the people? These are just Twiztid songs. You said
right,
there were going to be independent artists, and all I have is one set of independent artists, and that's a duo named Twiztid.
It is interesting they open the album with the 2 of the 3 or 4 songs on the entire album that are just them.
4 of them.
3 songs. 3. Isn't that 3?
Like one of them, it's not really listed, I guess. No, there's 4. Unless one of them it really isn't isn't listed on my thing.
Oh no, there's 4. Yeah.
Yeah,
4.
4. I'm looking at it. It's right in front of me, and if it's not listed there, then you didn't label it right. It's your fault.
Terribly independent.
But yeah, I think the unfortunate thing about that, and not to tip my hat to the whole rest of it, I think these are probably the strongest 2 tracks on the record. And they are the tracks that are just the duo.
What? Okay.
I didn't know if that was. I didn't realize that was controversial, but I think to me, this is the album where Twiztid becomes a viable rap group outside of the Juggalo world or like things like that. They're just being rappers here in like. Even like that you said that later part of Monster where there's like a whole nother song comes in. It's like a really interesting production choice and like really kind of subverting basic like hip hop songwriting styles and things like that. And like things that I don't think they would ever get credit for, but it's showing them leveling up as artists in a way that I don't think the rest of the record does. I think they kind of try to meet the guests on their ground a lot of the time. And I think it works really well, but I think this is where they show the most growth is these 2 opening tracks.
All right, that's fair.
I never considered the fact that this is kind of like their. Wow, actually no, it's backwards, isn't it? Slash's album is his version of this, where
Slash
he brought guests on. Slash and Friends, I believe it was.
Oh yeah, when
is
did
it
that
really
come
called
out?
that?
I think that's what it was, yeah, actually. That was a while ago, but I think it was after this. But yeah, where he was, and he did that same kind of thing, where he was just like, I'm just going to meet these artists wherever they're at, and play in a style that they're familiar with. And you know what? it's really interesting to see somebody do that, and it's really cool. It's a good way to really stretch yourself and see what you're able to do. And I think that's they kind of end up doing that on this album in the future, later, when they have other people on it.
Other songs, yeah.
Like now, on track 3, Sex, Drugs, Money, and Murder. Featuring Mike, give me the features.
Dayton Family.
What's up,
Dayton Family. Featuring Dayton Family.
There we go.
They are, and nothing seems to push a man to his breaking point faster than a woman. Right now you're gonna hear about 3 individual men, the dealer, the player, and the addict, and how a woman drove them to that breaking point. Out of line, out of their mind, out of sight.
Hey, this is Dan, calling you again for like the 85th time. I got my test results back the other day, and they said shit ain't looking too good for me. Turns out some dumb fucking bitch got me burnt. And guess what? Guess whose fucking house I'm coming to right now, bitch? You better lock your fucking door.
I fucked this one bitch raw like porno flick. She was working my dick like my shit was a joystick. Now I ain't love her at all, but the pussy was irreplaceable. Pipe it out anywhere, parking lot, a kitchen table. I'm able to bust a her. She said that she's on the pill. Her fucking without no rubbers always enhances the feel. I started tripping like lava lamp from my third eye. The clinic started asking me questions about my sex life. Like, do I share needles with heroin heads? How many bitches have I had in and out of my fucking bed giving me head? Bitches are tearing her up, cutting her up. Ghost slide, gasping for air, choking with a throat cut. I'm waiting on the results, digging the great plot. About to pay this bitch back in space for whatever I got. I tried to get back at her, but the word on the street must have leaked. Changed the number and then that bitch creep. Sex, drugs, money and murder. She be the last one that you ever heard of. She be the last one making me nervous. I love sex, drugs, money and murder. Sex, drugs, money and murder. She be the last one that you ever heard of. She be the last.
All right, so this was produced by Seven. And it also says there's additional vocals by ROC. I have no fucking clue where. Unless that was him at the very beginning. That might have been him at the very beginning doing that speech. So yeah, first off, before anybody else says anything, remember how Violent J wanted Project Born to be the next Dayton Family?
No.
He said that in some liner notes. I do remember that, yes.
Yeah. Well, look, Twiztid got Dayton Family first. Shots fired, Jay.
I don't think he said I want to do tracks with them.
No, he just said he wanted them. He wanted something to be them. Project Born was Dayton Family Light. Twist just got Dayton Family.
So yeah, in this song, I feel like Jamie has like half a case here.
For
out of the 3
upset.
people. Yeah, because, he was pretty irresponsible on his end, but it's definitely a really shitty thing to not disclose to somebody that you're about to fuck. If you have something that they could catch.
Well, especially when
reasonable
it's
to be
porno
mad.
flicks.
Right. Well, I mean, that was his decision.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then the other 2, it's like, nah, I got no. You can snitch on pimps. It's fine. They deserve it. Also, like, drug dealers, be cool with them. But drug kingpins, you can always snitch on. Fuck them.
I don't know. I guess I've never thought of the morality or lack thereof in each verse that much.
Well, have we got a show for you?
No, I don't mean that overall as in everything, just this song, because it just seems like it's kind of there. I don't know. This is like a big concert staple. People love it. And it's got that big channel on chorus, so I know that's why. But like, I do not really like this song. It's really mediocre to me. I guess I'll just say it like that. I don't dislike it. I don't skip it. I don't really skip anything ever. But I would never put this on specifically because I'm like, I cannot wait to hear sex, drugs, money, and murder.
Yeah, I'll agree. I will say this though, because this is not really a track that I listen to very often. But when I was doing my listens, Bootleg, who is the final verse on here, I love his his vocal delivery. Like he has a very cool way that he is saying words. Like
no, Dayton
his
Family's
stuff
super
stands
cool.
out. Like, and I've gotten I got one of their albums, and we also will hear Dayton Family on at least one other album as a guest feature. And Bootleg is the person who stands out to me. Like, I like his voice and I like his vocal delivery. Like, he is just, I like what he does. I may not like exactly what he says, but because this is not a good song for women.
If this, I like the beat for this. I think the production's great. And I think in general, what they're doing, like, sounds really fucking cool. If this was literally about anything other than making up women to be mad at, I would probably rock with this. But it's just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's okay as a song. I mean, the what you've said there. I'm not saying it's okay. They can do that, but
it's okay. They get a pass. It's all right.
Yeah,
it's a classic Juggalo love song.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. This song always felt, and I think that's kind of what I was getting at with what I was saying about the last two songs being head and shoulders above a lot of the rest of it, is that, like, when put together as a duo in the studio, it seems like Twiztid kind of come up with a concept that actually feels more like where they are emotionally, or just in the, like what they want to actually say. It feels like a lot of times when they have a guest, they try to cater to the kind of thing the guest would rap about, and it just, I don't know if it suits them as well. They've done songs like this before, murder or whatever, but like that felt menacing. This feels like a song. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whenever you do a song with a guest feature, do you try and make something that you want to make them feel more accommodated, or do you hope that they make something accommodating you? It could just be like, I don't know, when Insane Clown Posse received a 3-hour reel of ODB just ranting about bitches for 3 hours, and they said, well, I guess we have to rap about bitches.
Release the ODB cut, Mike.
And that's,
I know you're listening.
I think somewhere in the middle, drop some.
Look at that. Look at the Shaggy Show. Okay, Snoop Dogg's verse is just the most generic fucking verse that Snoop Dogg could ever have made for any song imaginable.
Right, and
I almost want to think that, like, he got that. I almost feel like they got that verse first, and then they made the song, and we're like, well, this is the best we can do with it.
But what I like about that is that they still made a song that worked on its own merits. You know what I mean? Like, his part just feels like, oh, it's weird, Snoop Dogg's here. And I kind of prefer a guest verse that doesn't work over a song that doesn't work because it's trying to accommodate the guest verse, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I feel you.
That's fair. Because if anything, you can at least hear the verses that you like and then say, well, fuck it, I could skip this part.
Or just the hook or the concept, really. You know what I mean? Like, I think the conceptually some of these songs lack because they're like, well, we're going to make a rap song.
Right.
This is Twiztid's rap album.
Yeah. They've never done
one of those before.
No. Before we move on, I want to point something out. Something that we don't always mention is that typically during each era, Twiztid changes their face paint. Shmeev, I don't know if you saw pictures of their face paint during this era. They got like
the diamond thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out that what Jamie's got going on here, that was the first face paint I ever did. Yeah. at my first ICP show.
I've seen it.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's that's just something that I wanted to point out. And also, I bought this album in 2008, and I bought this at the same time that I bought Blood In Blood Out by Axe Murder Boys. Best Buy. Yeah. So
which one was better?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait until we get to the end of this album.
Okay.
Huh?
Fair enough.
Write that down. Write that down and ask him again. If he don't let him dodge.
Okay. I'll get my
Track
pencil.
4, Hurt Someone.
Featuring DJ Quick and the Dog Pound.
Dog Pound gangsters. Yeah, nigga. Ride.
I come from the darkness, the hardest place ever to mark this. Body outline chalk style, look at the carcass.
Break with me.
As I roll you down the dimly lit, amber tinted streets of Compton, a place where niggas throw grenades in a cemetery. I don't even get it. The hatred is pretty scary, and seems everybody's with it. It tends to get Linda blurry until they snuff the right niggas out and it's calm again. To the niggas on the porch smoking bomb again. Now they can be in the suburbs on them brightly painted curves, puffing the herb and looking for somebody to swerve on. But no, it's back to the hood again, where the enemy's prospects look good again, where the packs keep moving and the products got us caught up in fucking our own lot up and having our own niggas shot up. It ain't us, wake up. It ain't us, wake up.
From something to nothing and truly amazing, like whimsical brush lines on Bob Ross paintings. But this is psycho art, meaning the portrait will consist of body parts of unsuspected victims. A leg and an arm, a face and a mouth hole becomes the canvas for us to recite the combo. Exchange chains like cenobites and hook flesh. Now you're covered in blood, why don't you look fresh? Picture it perfect like a photo shoot. Rehearse, research the product and spit it up in the vocal booth. Melodramatic, kinetic, a wickedness in the essence that we exude, attacking people like a sickness. We just came here to hurt somebody.
Hang out.
We just came here to hurt someone.
About to blast on bust.
We just came here to hurt somebody.
Hang out.
We just came here to hurt someone.
All right, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Jamie's the only person who knew what the fuck this song was about.
Well, Monoxide's too dead set on his narrative about people stealing from them and also being nationally successful artists who are underground.
I would argue this song's not about anything.
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot of stunting.
No, do you know what it's about? The fact that Corrupt knows Snoop Dogg.
They know each other very well.
He had to specifically say 2 lines acknowledging Snoop Dogg.
I mean, they are like childhood
by the way,
best friends and in a group together.
And by the way, this was produced by Seven. Sorry.
Sounds
Yeah, we didn't touch on that at all, but this is Twiztid's first work with Seven, which would go on to be, I mean, I think they still on some level work with him at times, maybe not the last 2 projects or so, but Seven, who they kind of discovered through Tech Nine's Ever Ready the Religion album and were very impressed with. And so we're like, well, this seems like a guy we want to work with, and hit him up. And there you go. Like, 15 years, something like that? Creative relationship?
Yeah, give or take.
Ever Ready's a good half of an album.
Seven is one of my favorite producers in the underground, if not my single favorite. I've always been impressed with what he does on Strange Music, because he can pretty much take what one of the artists has done and make something new that sounds like it was catered specifically for them. Like, I've always been impressed with like pretty much all the stuff he did with Tech. I mean, Something Else is like the last record of Tech's that I really enjoyed, but I mean, he still does stuff for Tech. But like everything he did for Chris Calico, I thought was great. As soon as Ritz came on and he produced, I believe he produced the majority of Ritz's album, which sounds so much like Ritz's prior stuff. I was like, holy fuck, well, what can't you do? So Seven is, I think, one of the few producers that can nail somebody's sound so well that it sounds like it is directly made for them, and that they had like every little bit of care put into it.
Well, even the fact that like on this track, it's like, okay, we're going to do a song with DJ Quick and Dog Pound. Okay, I know what to do. Let me go get my G-Funk dialed in, and like, he's good.
Yeah. Speaking of DJ Quick, the only one on this track not just stunting.
Yeah, he's actually got like, DJ Quick is like really underrated, I think, especially within like the Juggalo world. I would not be surprised if most people had no idea who he was or why he was on this track. DJ Quick is an absolute legend, and the only person on this verse, really saying anything.
I don't know
substance.
shit about DJ Quick, but I'm listening to him on here talking about how, like, shit in the hood is real fucked up, and there's a cycle of violence going on because people grow up only knowing that. So that's how they end up. Because they're like, he even says something like, "That's just how it is. So that's what you do," and that sucks. And we gotta wake up and stop doing that, you know? It ain't who we are. It's not who we're supposed to be. And I'm like, yeah, man, you got to DJ quick.
and he does that, which I think is super great. And in a way, you could say it's on theme if the theme is we just came here to hurt somebody. You know, that's his interpretation of the hook, I guess. But also, you know, he might have done a little research because he knew who he was working with and mentioned it being real scary and people getting Linda Blairy, which I always love. He was like, these guys talk about horror movies. Exorcist.
They have Michael Myers and Jason just chilling behind them when they do shows.
Yeah,
I saw 2 concert videos.
He folded that into a, you know, socially conscious verse, like in a super West Coast hip hop way. I thought DJ Quick might be the best guy on this track, honestly. But yeah, I like the song. I like the song a lot, actually. I think it's cool that they got to work with these guys who they're obviously like super inspired by and you know, huge fans of. And like I said, maybe not the most popular artists in the Juggalo world, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. They're like true to life legends, all 3 of them. So, you know, I mean, Daz and Corrupt are all over The Chronic for crying out loud. So yeah, good work, boys. That's my thoughts.
I'm proud of you, Twiztid. You did.
You did a track with legends and didn't come off sounding bad or like getting washed.
And now it's going to go back to just them. On track 5, Just Like Me.
No matter the season, climate, reason, still, play. Don't fall in hate. Get the best of a better man at any time. Think your mind if you said it. Never forget it and turn the other cheek, so you're out of seats to turn. At that point, you have no choice but to make them all learn lessons. Never forget, all were upset, and that hate get the best of them. They were all dead. Welcome to the end.
I don't even feel like I'm loved until I'm hated, making the situation more complicated. How'd you make it? Paying to break the playlist, label paying in stages, now it's back to minimum wages. It ain't outrageous cause it's probably the truth, and now you're nameless. Still in a minute and a half, unrecruit. Find you brainless, and now your sound scan starts to shoot and you're famous, laying in your funeral suit.
Man, if it's one thing I hate, it's all the ignorance. Changing the basis of the worldwide premise. And like some chemists, we perfected an antidote to smother the anti-hope and pressure on your cantaloupe. Somewhere between the music notes, our souls will never die. And it's like we're resurrected every time you're getting high. Got your favorite shit bumping loud enough for all to hear. Catching mean mugs, realize that one thing's clear, and that's
I know that you all heard the guy. You never release or despise the time. Hide behind your facade, but I'll say, time hating you just like it. I know that you all heard the guy. You never release or despise the time. Hide behind your facade, but I'll say, time hating you just like it.
it's interesting. Everybody's
Just Like Me, produced by Seven. And then we heard somebody else's voice on that hook, though, doing some additional vocals. Who was that? Who was that voice? Anybody know who that voice was?
What year is this? Blaze Your Dead Homie?
That's Blaze Your Dead Homie.
No longer Colton Grundy.
Who's that? I have no idea who Colton Grundy is.
We need to get into it. Is that the first?
What do you got
It
first?
can't be the first, but singing ass Blaze. Is this? This is early on in his singing.
Oh,
on
he was
hooks
doing.
career.
He was
He
singing
was-
on stuff before then.
Yeah, he was doing that for a bit.
Okay.
He's.
I
I don't remember
I
on
love
what
her singing.
particularly, but I remember we've covered it before. He's
I love when
shown
he does
up on
that.
plenty of stuff. What do you
I
what
guess
do you got
Pony
for
Down
us?
predates this. What do I got?
true.
What
What do you got?
me?
Yeah.
Hey, this is a pretty good song. I don't know. I don't know a lot for you.
You heard it here, folks. We get the person who does the best analysis of anything imaginable with Twiztid.
Just
It's
like
good.
me, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
But I'll tell
mean,
you, we have a classic Twiztid "Fuck the Haters" track, and
what I got.
also let me remind you that people are biting monoxide style. He's got to let you know. This is where I wrote.
furious
This is
about this.
baffling because he will not stop. He's not giving this up. Mike, do
Shmeev,
you have anything?
Guess what? It doesn't stop.
Okay.
It doesn't stop.
Is that all we have on this track? I feel like there's not a lot to say.
I literally wrote that it was a typical hater track. I like the instrumental. Like this is the thing, and yeah, it's a 7 track, so I like it. A lot of this record for me is I could have it running in the background and I'd be fine with it. I have not listened to this album beginning to end in a very long time, so tracks like Monster, or tracks like Hurt Someone, I haven't heard them in forever. Mm-hmm. So getting to re-listen to this is kind of like, okay, well, I know that there's tracks on here that I fucking love and I listen to all the time. What about the tracks that I don't really listen to as much? And even now I'm still kind of like, all right, this doesn't like hit with me. Yeah. And Robbie, I know you and I have discussed this. You typically will listen to an album beginning to end. Like if you put something on, you listen beginning, end, you don't shuffle, you just play through. And you find it baffling that I just will shuffle my playlist.
No, I don't find it baffling. I find it upsetting. But I'm
just
old.
Running the gamut here.
No, this is just a general take on just like modern music consumption. But like I love the craft of an album and the choices that go into it, and like the thought process behind that, and kind of trying to determine what was the thought process behind that. Just I think the artistry of like putting together an hour of music or however long, and what songs get left on, which ones got left off, and why, and what the flow is, what the themes are. I think that is all a part of it to me that I enjoy as much as I like any individual song. So for me, I would never be like, oh, I only like these songs and the rest I don't listen to, because to me that just means I don't like that album that much. And I just probably wouldn't listen to it in general. I definitely have playlists that have, massive quantities of songs on them, and I shuffle them, and that's like listening to the radio for me, I guess. But when I want to listen to an album, I listen to the whole dang thing, or I don't, and then it's just like, oh yeah, that one wasn't that good. That being said, where was I going with that? Nowhere, I guess. This song's fine. I think this is an okay song.
I will say I think it's kind of interesting that they put 3 of the solo, I guess I'm going to call them tracks, so early in the record. They didn't spread them out a little bit more. I feel like they probably should have spaced them out slightly, but it's neither here nor there. It's not what the finished product shows.
I'll say, since you brought up Pony Down, that is one thing about this album, is that like even songs that I don't particularly like very much, in the background, they'll just play, and it's like they bump pretty good. Like if you're not paying any attention to it, if you don't like a song in particular, as far as like subject matter or just whatever, the rapping and stuff, like the beats and shit are good, and it sounds good, and it's good to just have on the background. It works.
It's like, and Robbie will recognize this. Watching Axe's Tuesday Night Terror, and they're just playing fucking Daft Punk in the background. It'll just play slightly, and like you can hear it. It's not overpowering. You just hear it, and it's the same song, like playing on repeat basically for like a half hour.
It's Daft Punk.
That's a weird choice.
Dig that.
It's so good. I'm okay with it.
I think that's how a good amount of this album hits me, especially like I said, like this is actually ruins my whole entire point in that it's one of the ones that doesn't have guests, but it's well crafted, rap songs, but it doesn't push the needle for me really one way or the other, this track.
I dig. All right. Well, let's move on to track number 6, Busio Hiatopin.
Featuring Blaze.
Turn to the back. Don't y'all think? Turn to the back with the. Turn to the back with the. Turn to the back with the. E-Town fitted. Turn to the back with that east side reppin'. Ready for the attack. Checking the attire. It's all white and black with the black Twiztid embroidered up on the back. Guess who's back? Yep, it's the Trey side, and we put it down for life. And ready to ride. Matrox and monoxide, you ain't heard. Got people in withdrawal, anticipating our return. When everywhere you look, it ain't looking good, not at all. And everybody looking is waiting for you to fall. Now we design and dominate, that's man's natural instinct. And put it on the line like reputations and pink slips. We got the music, let it do what it do. And it's stress way in the world, we gon' carry that too. And we gon' bury them fools in the rest in the cloak of night. And strike like vengeance upon parasite.
Now don't y'all, not for 1 second, think I won't just flush your head open.
Give me a reason to leave you breathing. That's a point blank message to all the non-believers.
Now don't y'all, not for 1 second, think I won't just flush your head open.
Give me a reason to leave you breathing. That's a point blank message to all the non-believers.
06 cannon.
All right.
Man, this track.
Bust Your Head Open, produced by G. Pierce for UBU Productions. I've never heard
G. Pierce, huh?
I've never heard of this person or
you want a little
production
game?
Company. Okay, let's go.
You want some knowledge? G.
Sure.
Pierce is a Saginaw, Michigan producer. He has worked with people like Bedlam, Prozac, V Sinister, basically all the Saginaw, Michigan guys. Recently, I was watching a podcast. Actually, I'll shout it out because they deserve the love. Wicked 101 with Defect. It was sometimes it was associated with Magic Ninja, but it's basically just a deep dive wicked shit interview show. But
Nice.
They were on there talking about how basically G. Pierce is like the Mike Clark of Saginaw. So he worked with everybody, was like the top guy, and Saginaw legend.
Right on. I love this beat for one. Like, I'll just say that out of the way, and then we can move to Shmeev. I know he got cut off, but this beat sounds like it could be both underground and also like on the radio. Mm-hmm. There's something very unique about it. It fucking bumps. Like, I love this goddamn beat. So yeah, I'll leave what else I had to say. But Shmeev, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Monoxide is still going off on artists who aren't making it. He is like the person that like does LuLaRoe and stuff, and is like, look, I'm doing it, to all the people who are under him who can't possibly make any of that money because he recruited all of them. That's it. And I also wrote Hell Yeah, Blaze, because Blaze is fucking sick. He's great in general and on this track.
Very topical LuLaRoe reference.
Thank you. Blaze is made for this kind of track, I gotta say.
Absolutely.
This thing.
Yeah.
This might be one of my favorite collaborations between Twiztid and Blaze. Like, prior to that, I mean, Triple Threat is a fantastic song, but this has a different vibe to it. It's a little bit slower, which makes sense, but this, I don't know. It's got an aggressive like sound to it, and I can't remember which tour it was. I think it was when I saw them in 2012, and Blaze was on tour with them, and he came out. They did the entire song, and the part when they all yell "Stomp a motherfucker," like the lights were flashing, they all jumped like at the same time, and it was just like, man, I wish I could have had a camera to take that shot, because it would have just been the coolest fucking thing ever. But
like
people go nuts for this song. People go nuts for this song live. Like, it gets people moving. It's so good. Like, this is a stunting track, but it's not the same as every other Twiztid stunting track we've heard, which is impressive, because sometimes you can hear the same thing over and over in multiple songs. We've pointed that out.
You know what this is? This is a Riders track over an original beat.
Ooh.
Yeah. At least for Blaze it is.
Blaze
is just cell blocking, and
this is a cell block song.
What was I gonna say?
But that hook, it's a Riders hook.
It really
the only thing that makes it not
hook.
is the not stolen beats, but like thematically, it's what they're doing.
This almost feels like a sequel to Mirror Mirror for Those of You, to me. And it's just that big, like, it's almost anthem-y, you know what I mean? It's like it's the Blaze Twiztid let's get everyone excited song of the year. And yeah, I don't know, it's great. Like you brought up that it knocks, and I was thinking about that just now, and it is interesting to think about it in context of like the last handful of albums Twiztid to put out. I'd say probably from Mirror Mirror forward, they were really digging like murky textures for a while, all over Mirror Mirror, Green Book, and to a lesser extent Man's Myth, but it's really like swampy bass and synths and stuff, and this one is really crisp all the way throughout, I think, and I'm sure that was, you know, intentional to kind of meet people on a more traditional hip hop space or whatever, but yeah, you're right, this record does in fact knock.
I think that the mixing on this record is significantly better than what we've heard on prior albums. I mean, we complained, obviously it's a different style record, but we complained so bad about the mixing that was on Mutant, because they didn't know how to fucking mix a rock album back then.
Yeah. That's
but even so, like even some of the mixing on Man's Myth was a bit rough, and that was, the production was definitely stepped up, but there's still parts of it that don't quite translate well and are difficult to hear. This whole album does not really suffer from that, this is very kind of clean. Like a baseline that I'm happy we get from here on, that they rarely falter from. And I
don't think on those previous ones it was a bad mix or anything like that. I think it was just a creative choice that they were really like building like a you know, there's definitely like layers of like wind sounds and weird like spooky synthesizer noises. Like they're definitely like building an energy that's very swampy and a little bit cluttered sounding at times. And I would love to see what happened if some of those earlier albums got like remastered, because like especially something like Mirror Mirror, I think those moods and textures are super intentional, but 20 years later it sounds a little bit messy. But yeah, I don't know. But I do think this one is definitely like crisp, and I think Seven's a big part of that. I think them working with Seven is intended to be that way, and he brought that out.
Right on. You got anything else?
I do not.
All right. Well, I think we can move on
to track 7, Feel Me,
featuring the ROC.
I'm a product of chalk lines and false lies, broken apart by many tries on my own line. To sit and think with a pen in my hand is dangerous, and I'm tasteless most times, so freak shows bang this. You can tell it by the way that I walk. I'm a lot different than most of the cats that you come across, and I'm a lock with it, keeping it safer than Rumsfeld. The underground is my haven, but please nobody tell. Now trendsetters and men sweaters, my vendetta to change whether you like me or not. Never. I'm in the background, sneaking up behind you, get you while you're working and put 6 up in your drive-thru, giving these killers a little something to ride to, representing people who only come out at night. You start repenting the second I start rapping, catch him sneaking out the back and hit him with his own weapon.
It's a dirty game, but do you wanna play with me?
Do you wanna play with me?
I would do anything to get them all to see.
Open up your eyes, world.
It's a dirty game, but do you wanna play with me?
All in an effort to get the people to feel
I would
me.
do anything to get them all to see.
All in an effort to get the people to feel me.
Robbie, what you got for Feel Me?
It's good. I don't know. It's a good song. It's cool to have ROC on there, obviously, with the HOK history. I think this is another one where Monoxide just crushes his verse. I always thought the line about vendettas and men's sweaters was funny. Just putting it with the time period when the aforementioned Kanye and people like that were popular, and like fashionable menswear was a thing. And just Monoxide is such a, I don't know, dude that he's like get this fucking sweater out of here. I wear jerseys and dicky
Monoxide
shorts
bro.
yeah. But the way he says it, like physically or whatever, it sounds super cool. Putting 6 up in your drive-through, like it's just hey, you know what? Good work, Monoxide. You did it. You wrote a verse, and I enjoyed it. I don't have like.
He has a line. He has a line. He has a line that I fucking love, and I didn't know it until I was doing my notes before and looked at the lyrics. And I'm tasteless most times. Freak shows bang this. That's a cool fucking line.
Yeah, there it is.
Like it's easy to miss that, which I clearly have over all these fucking years.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that line.
But for me, what I got out of this was that for Jamie and Paul, like their verses are about how their music is basically only for specific people. Yet they want to try and reach more. Maybe because the people who would like it don't know who they are. And then ROC comes up and he's just being cool. He's just saying cool shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What fucking rapper is making a Harry Potter reference? Like,
see, I said ROC is being a dork.
You guys have different takes on Harry Potter, it seems.
Shmeev and I were both at a midnight release of a Harry Potter book.
Yeah.
So.
He also says, we on that Rainbow Six shit. And then he follows it up with Ghost like Recon. And I had to do a quick look up because at first I was thinking like, oh, he's like talking about the duality of man, like the internal struggle and stuff, using these two competing video game franchises. But actually both of them were Ubisoft, so not really.
Well, it's also just, hey, ROC plays video games.
It was all Tom Clancy. I think Ubisoft just bought the entirety of Tom Clancy's works licenses.
There you go.
Anyway,
spending a few years at home in between, like the end of Half-Breed and him getting together with the psychopathic guys, and played some games, read some children's literature, done.
That's it.
Done some, soul searching, and came out with.
He kept himself busy. Feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I didn't point out that this was produced by Seven as well.
Okay, he's all over this. And they're talking about how they're like trying to connect with people, unless those people are trying to have a successful music career, and then Monoxide just wants to dunk on them.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? It's competition,
every single
baby.
song, he's got something about like people with like your bootleg shirts and all that, trying to sell CDs outside the show. Like Monoxide, calm down. It's great that. Look, I know you worked, but you also hit the lottery, dude. It's fine.
Jeez.
You can admit it.
There's also, I think, in that era, I don't think this exists anymore, but boy, were there some awful, awful artists selling CDs outside of ICP and Twiztid shows. I bought them.
Zombie.
Yeah. We all had our local guys who were hustling, and that's great, but I do think
I've looked up
specifically... Mm-hmm. What do they give out now? Spotify links on pieces of paper?
Yeah.
No, they'll give you the QR codes that you gotta scan.
Right.
It takes you to their Bandcamp or whatever.
Maybe they got like a pocket of flash drives that they'll throw at you. People still do hand out CDs and stuff.
They hand it to you, and then they're like, "Yeah, man, and I just need a donation of $5." And be like, "I'm sorry, I don't." And he's like, "Well, give it back." That's not how donations work, man.
So somebody hit me with that, and I was like, "Well, here's some money." He looked real annoyed because I'm like, "Man, I don't have a lot of money on me, and I'm also I wasn't here to buy your CD. I was here for a convention."
Like, I'll Venmo you, dog. I don't carry cash.
Yeah,
I don't want to pay $20 for you 3 tracks.
The CD outside of the concert for sale guy is probably really not doing well in the age of no cash whatsoever.
No.
Can't imagine. But yeah, I'd say that guy's got a raw deal.
Gathered here today to listen to the musical stylist of these two motherfuckers right here.
Why do I call myself a juggalo? Cause we be
till it hurts.
Why do I call myself a juggalo, bitch? Cause we keep that scrub life and fuck that rich shit and steal that new whip and platinum chain and give it all to a juggalo who's never had a thing.
I'm a juggalo in the worst way since the first grade. I've been plotting my revenge on the world. Hey, I can't help it if I'm into weird shit. Looking in the mirror with my eyes closed, eating lipstick.
Why do I call myself a juggalo, sucker? We don't give a motherfuck what you got.
Motherfucker.
We don't brown nose or hound dog, no weak hoes. We stand at the bus stop in yesterday's clothes.
I'm a chainsaw smoker with a thirst for blood. And since we're on the subject, can you give me some? When I was 19, I tried to cut off my tongue and mail it to the devil so he know my voice when I come.
Why do I call myself a juggalo, you hater? We don't flip sides over a bitch like Darth Vader. Keep it
East side.
live for the moment and die later. And we
Say hi.
till they unplug the respirator.
J-U-double-G-A-L-O.
We got a raw deal.
But I'ma be a
J-U-double-G-A-L-O.
Killing everybody.
All right, Raw Deal, produced by Underrated. We get him again.
Hey.
Underrated.
Did not know he
Underrated's
even
fucking dope.
produced.
Yeah, he does. I think he did a lot of stuff for Potluck. But I did not realize that he produced this song, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you not catch the first instance of him producing on this album?
No, I did. I just didn't. Previous to this discussion, I did not know that he was much of a producer.
I see.
So Shmeev, Robbie,
Yes.
Juggalo, love song.
That's a loaded phrase for people. Previous guest, can we say? Is that Jiggles was on one of these?
No.
Jiggles has not been on this yet.
No.
Okay.
No.
He's a
But
G,
that is
so
our-
you've mentioned him.
He's been ducking us.
He's been on mic check.
Well, he's been ducking
He's been on
us.
mic
He
check.
hasn't been ducking you. Jiggles.
But he loves to talk about Juggalo love songs, but they're always he's referring to the filthiest sex songs. So when you say that in this context,
No.
and it's called Raw Deal.
This is a love song dedicated to the Juggalos.
It
Gotcha.
is.
Yes.
That's what it is.
It's a Scrub Life, Fuck the Haters family track.
Yeah. You'd say that.
I highly disagree that Jamie in 2007 was standing at the bus stop in the prior day's clothing, however.
I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying we as a community are these people that do these things. You guys got to get a little less literal with these things, huh?
I am very surface area.
I try to dig in on stuff when I can. Like when Monoxide says, 500,000 motherfuckers looking just like us. And I'm like, are you okay with that in this case, Monoxide? When is it not okay for people to bite your style?
If they rap.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're profiting from it.
Right, yeah.
If they're in the audience...
It's okay for him to look up to rappers and emulate them, but...
there's a difference between... I'd say from what the people he's referring to are... I think suck is the difference.
That's fair. It's the way that he comes on this, because I'm just like, maybe in the context, everybody listening knew exactly what he meant, but nowadays...
I feel like that's true.
Nowadays, it just sounds like he's talking about, like, wow, all these people who like us and want to do stuff like us, fuck them.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Yeah.
This is a good song.
I kind of wish that...
This is a good song. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think this one's like one that people definitely like point to as a classic. It's the only one that had a music video. They wear face paint and no face paint back and forth.
Ooh.
Similar to what they did.
They start off with no face paint, and then as it shifts into the second verse, they have face paint on.
Much like the recent Perfect Problem video.
Oh yeah, that is how that went. Huh?
Throwback.
And then Breakdown was kind of similar. They had two different styles of face paint in that one.
It's a good beat.
I really liked what this kind of has trade-offs, which we're always a fan of here. The thing is, though, is I kind of wish that Jamie was doing the "Why do I call myself a Juggalo?" I kind of wish that Monoxide did the same line, I guess. just to continue the theme on his side, but I mean, he didn't, but it's okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Okay.
Much later.
Okay.
Much
That's
later.
fine.
Like in a different
We'll
episode.
talk about another instance of it in this episode.
Okay.
We'll get
But no, I think this is a fine song. It's definitely one that this one typically gets played at shows as well. I think this is going to sound really shitty, but I feel like in recent years, this song comes out whenever people tend to question more whether they are still juggalos or not. So they're like, all right, we got to play this song live so they know.
So you're saying they play it multiple times every day?
They get up.
It's the first song. It's the song in the middle. It's the song at the end, and it's the encore. They're like, did you forget? Did you not hear? Did you not hear the
music before and after?
Yeah, sometimes they'll go just on Instagram Live and just play it and sit and quietly.
I was going to say, Monoxide wakes up in the morning and he's like, God damn it, I got to do this shit again.
I checks the ats on Twitter and goes, yep, they're still questioning it. All right,
let's just go on.
Fire it up.
That's something also. Monoxide will go on like Instagram Live or on YouTube and whatnot and stream live. He'll always play like the new record, which I think is cool because obviously you want to promote the new stuff. I would love if he just put like their stuff on shuffle and just hear like what pops up that's not like the most recent or the second most recent album. Like if he just had it play in the background, he might play like a different artist that he likes at the time. But like I want to see like, okay, are you gonna play anything that was from like Heartbroken or Homicide? Are you playing something from Man's Myth?
Well, he doesn't own all their albums.
That is true. And I think that's probably a big part of it because when he first started going live, he wouldn't play any of their own music. He would just play the playlists that he had made of stuff he likes to listen to. And they kept getting flagged and taken down on Facebook and so on and so forth. So now he has to play recent Twiztid, I think, in order to keep the video live. Yeah.
Oh, that's shit.
And he still has to go out and buy his own copies. Yeah. Doesn't even get free ones.
It's because the people who are juggalos that question if Twiztid are still juggalos will flag it because they're playing juggalo music. There we go.
Yes.
We've cracked the case.
Any music on it. And that is actually true. That's not just a joke. It is those people that flag it. So that it's a whole mess.
That reminds me of, and this is a little off topic, but I was watching the Astronomicon panel that they did on live. And there was one person in there who's just constantly commenting like just the most antagonistic stuff. And it's like, why are you doing? And somebody was even asking like, dude, why don't you shut the fuck up? And he's like, no, I'm here to tell them how much I fucking hate them. It's like, why?
So much more you need to do with your life.
Like, imagine buying a ticket to that.
What is the purpose of this?
Is it in the crowd?
Well, no, it was no. It was
online.
Just commenting live. And I'm just like, man, what is the purpose of it? You hate them, so you're going to just chill on this. You're going to waste your time watching this.
Right.
Just to say you hate them. That's fucking dumb.
I don't like so many things. And you know how much time I spend watching, listening, otherwise? Just zero time. Because I watch and listen to the things I like.
I spend at least 3 times.
Total.
Over the course of 2.5 years.
Well, Mike,
counting.
Mike, that's how I live.
Featuring proof.
Is my outlet to project my style and see how loud the crowd can get. No nonsense, this is how you need to be living, dude. This is the life we show and prove on each and every move. We need some money, smoking bitches to clear our vision like Visine in the 40. I owe we for the IV. So give me, cause I'm living for the fam and I ain't leaving till I get all that I can and then some.
I see it tatted on your back and your arms, and I'm ecstatic you would get it, though it's killing your moms. I know your pops don't understand, he thinks you're building the bomb because you sit up in the room and every word you sing along, and it seems every word coming out of your mouth is wrong, and the truth is they don't have a clue what's going on. If they would just shut the fuck up, give me a listen, and they can hear it all in my voice exactly how I'm living.
That's how I live. Running on the streets and we live. That's how I live. Trying to take as much as I give. That's how I live. Planting bad seeds in your kids. That's how I live. Don't be acting like you know who this is. That's how I live. Running on the streets and we live. That's how I live. Trying to take as much as I give. That's how I live. Planting bad seeds in your kids. That's how I live. Don't be acting like you know who this is. That's how I live.
All right, so there's a story surrounding this song.
Oh, is there?
Proof was a member of the group D12, Eminem's crew. And what had happened was he, as well as Bizarre, who we'll see later on here, Proof was, I guess, trying to reach out to other artists within Detroit, and they basically squashed the beef that Psychopathic had with like Eminem's group. And what they did was they actually did bowling matches. Psychopathic won one game and D12 won another. Eminem was not present for those, unfortunately.
So that beef wasn't actually squashed.
But
Okay.
Twiztid and Proof worked on this track, and shortly after this track was completed, Proof was murdered in a Detroit nightclub, which is super fucking stale. And this was like the last thing I think that Proof recorded before he passed away.
Damn, I didn't realize how fucking long ago that was.
There's other like unreleased stuff that Proof has made, but this is the last thing that he actually went into the booth and recorded.
Yeah, and
so
also he was probably going to tour with Twiztid on the tour for this record, and Monoxide had actually been on the phone with him and his manager the night that he got killed, kind of hashing out that tour. So super not, I don't know what the right word is for it. Not good timing. But you know, getting murdered, never great timing. No. But super coincidental timing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say when it links with Twiztid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's I mean, the track itself is pretty self-explanatory. But Proof's final verse is kind of bittersweet when you look at it. He's basically just saying about how he is trying to reach out to these other artists that, you know, they're all from the same area. They've all struggled the same way. And like Detroit needs to, you know, work together. And that's why it's kind of the lyrics are wrong on here. I can already tell. Sorry. They say trying to repair the damages and something like Jay and Bob. I think they were implying like Jay and Silent Bob. No, I think it's Jay and Nas.
Yes.
And it says, so wish to Esham, when in reality he's saying from Royce to Esham. So Royce the 5'9", who former kind of hype man to Eminem.
No, they were
like they were Bad Meets Evil. Well, yeah, that's true. But it never panned out, and they because he had issues with D12 and vice versa, I think. So he wanted to repair that as well. Esham, notorious for hating everybody.
Yes. Yeah. Good luck.
They had been in like
on
physical altercations.
Okay.
There was like a Warped Tour situation where there was a big brawl between.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That was 03, right?
01.
Oh, 01. Okay. I was trying to think of. Oh, so that wasn't the same one that Twiztid was on then. Twiztid was on 03.
No.
So
this was
okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
The summer that Tongues came out and D12's album came out, they were both on Warped Tour for some dates and had a big.
Oh yeah, Tongues, the album where Eminem
brawl.
was mentioned a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Proof's verse is basically it's very bittersweet because it shows that he is trying to basically reconnect everybody. And unfortunately, he didn't get to live to see that happen, which is very, very sad.
Yeah.
Last thing I just want to say, I love this fucking track. I think that this is a standout track on this record. Everybody's fucking great on it. Like, it doesn't matter if one person is better than another. Everybody comes, like, they knew what they set out to do on this track, and I think it works.
It's got that very inspiring vibe to it. Like just the sound of it's got that feeling. So like it really connects very well with what they're saying and stuff. You know, they're just kind of saying like this is who we are, and at least Twiztid are saying this is who we are, and parents don't understand. That's their point.
And the not follow up, but furthering that proof story is that he had come into the studio with them with a briefcase full of notebooks because he was there to do a feature, and just would take some pre-written verses and kind of figure out what worked for the track. But when he heard the track and what they were doing and kind of was vibing with them in the studio, he asked like, okay, who can you give me a pen, because I gotta write something original for this. So he was inspired by what was going on, and that's where all that squash and beef.
It was the guest catering to the artist.
Damn
right.
There we go.
And that's why it worked.
Bring it full circle. There is a remix of this song. It's not there's nothing like different verses or anything. It is just set to a different instrumental. It's set to Super High by Rick Ross, and that is actually typically the version that's performed at concerts. It was given away as a free download back in like 2013 or some shit, 2012, 2013. It's cool to listen to. They changed the chorus to sound more like the one that's from Super High. It's okay. But I would still prefer this one like any day of the week. So yeah, I got nothing else on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Track number 10, my favorite.
Featuring DJ Clay.
I've been smoking this shit for so long. I done smoked shit you can't even pronounce. Shit like Reflip. You ever smoke Reflip? You ain't never smoked that shit. That shit is $800 an ounce. My motherfucker homeboy rolled up 2 joints to back and gone.
First time I snatched you up, I took you in my lungs. I sealed you up, I licked you in my tongue. Right then and there, I knew you was the one, so I sold my stereo and count the whole onion. Blowing smoke rings, big money, bring nice trees. But my addiction left my pockets looking shiesty. I robbed the stove, pouring diamonds of gold, going through my mama purse like I was 10 years old. Looking in the couch for $1, the Annie on the bag. Some of them bitches had jobs and ain't any like fags. Bitch, I'm unemployed and I still brought 5 and have a green leaf in the glove box outside. We can roll it in the crib and then smoke it in the ride and patrol the city streets just like we the big 5. And we don't give a fuck just as long as we getting high. And all through life, Mary Jane remains mine.
Light it up, smoke it up, y'all. You're my favorite. Pop, past that shit. You're my favorite one.
Light it up, smoke it up, y'all.
You're my favorite.
Pop, past that shit.
You're my favorite one. Gotta be with her, gotta get high.
Light
I
it
hit
up.
her and quicker than a filter up in the sky.
Pass
I gotta
that.
be with her, gotta get high.
Light it
I hit
up.
her and quicker than a filter up in the sky.
It's an everyday thing, always got it around me, ain't no question.
Real quick, I don't think I mentioned it on the last track, but How I Live was produced by Bar None Productions. Not familiar with that, unfortunately. This was produced by Underrated, and I
for some reason.
can totally understand Underrated producing this one. It sounds like something that he would have made.
I feel like Bar None Productions has actually come up at some point in another thing that we did, and we had about the same reaction of like, no idea.
Same reaction of, huh. All right.
I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
I feel like they produced like one track on some other album somewhere, and I don't remember.
Like on a Boondocks track or something.
Maybe on like Fatso. I don't know.
Eagle-eared listeners, let us know what track we've already covered that was produced by Bar None Productions.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
What do you guys got from my favorite?
It's not my favorite.
Hey.
I don't know. That's fine. It's it's a weed song and DJ Clay raps on it. I don't know.
They do love their weed.
Yeah, DJ Clay is a guy who exists to me. That's about as far as I go with him. Weed songs can be good. This one's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I have no. If this song didn't exist, I wouldn't notice.
Why isn't DJ Clay doing the thing that DJ Clay do on this track? Prior to this, we heard him on the we heard him on The Party, and he was doing what he do.
Doing cuts.
Yeah, and that shit.
Which actually should be noted
ass.
in the production credits. He does do all the cuts on this entire album.
Oh, okay.
So,
Why didn't he just get a break in this to just do some cuts?
Because he's got to confess his love to weed.
That's fair.
Man.
Monoxide, though. Monoxide's conflicted. He loves the weed, but he's got to stop. He can't keep doing this.
He's going to keep smoking weed, but he wants to mix it up. He's got a new vape. He's got to break up with his bong.
I see. Okay, that was what he was going for. Gotcha.
That's why you hear the glass breaking at the end. I don't know why he does. Maybe because he's just got to try different things in life. But yeah,
I thought he just like threw himself out a window because then he proceeds to, I believe, land on a car. There are 2 crashes in this.
I literally thought that too. I was so confused.
No, yeah, he's just gonna use other kind of. He's taking the personification of a lady. Weed in an unnecessary direction.
Okay, if y'all want to hear a better song with that style, just look up the song "Mary Jane" by Potluck, featuring Loonies. It's really fucking good.
Loonies,
and does a much better job of it. Loonies, I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Loonies.
I'm not mad.
The Loonies tunes.
Exactly, they're loony guys.
Kill me, please. My notes for this was. It's a smoking song, and meh.
That's a weed song.
And beat is cool.
Yeah, it's a good beat. It's no hydro. I mean, what is though?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Weed songs can be great. This one's less than.
They've done better weed songs. It just takes another 14 years to get to them. Robbie, what came out earlier this year?
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, whatever it is, that weak shit's out.
Featuring Jared from Head P.
Twiztid up in the studio, putting it down with a motherfucking cousin from Head P in this bitch. Letting all you whole ass bitches know that all that weak shit you doing out there, you think you big time and dog. You know what? Man, that weak shit's out. Yo, we here to tell you that weak shit's out. Yo.
How many times and how many rhymes and lines am I in? And how many people are praying me and bad tracks don't find them? We like to take a little credit when it changes, cause the shit stays the same. We gon' blow it out the frame, baby. So many say we raising the bar so far that you can barely see it, so they compare us both to a star. You're a parked car with your hazard lights buzzing. When I'm buzzing, it's a hazard. Turn your lights out, cuz you see all of your weak shits is making me sick. It's such a shame the underground has got diseases. If Kanye's Jesus, and I can't fucking believe this, and I must be the devil, cause the fire's for the breeze.
That weak shit's out. That weak shit's out. That weak shit's out. That weak shit's out.
Do you hear that, Twiztid? Huh? All that butt rock you're peddling? All that whiny sad boy shit on Freak Show? Covering classic rock songs? That weak shit is out. What are you? Gay? Twiztid? Anyway, that's the track.
I'm glad we got the audible sound of the notebook hitting the desk somewhere. The mic drop.
Produced by Seven. So yeah, this song is basically just calling out like radio-friendly bands for the most part. And I also have the note, Jared, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, his verse is
Jared.
Maybe just the hook was fine.
Yeah,
for him.
If he was just on that, then it would have been better. Jared Gomez, more like Jared Nomez.
Damn.
Whoa.
Got him.
Shit. I gotta get out of here.
Sick burn. The track is all right. And when it's played live, people get into it. It's got a hook that people enjoy. But I don't listen to this one that much, honestly. And Jared can rap. Do not get me wrong, but he doesn't really have consistency on this one, and that's what kind of irks me. Like,
yeah, I think this is an okay song. I think it's actually a good song that also has a verse from Jared from Head PE that's not that good. Would it have been better as it was originally intended with Andrew WK? I don't know.
I'm sorry, what?
I was going to bring that up because I thought that might...
Yeah, was it going to be a completely different song?
Here, I will pull this up. This is... So around the time this album came out, as kind of a backstory / hype for the album, Twiztid would put up what they were calling their homie hookups on MySpace at the time, which were like, they would write a few paragraphs about each guest and why they picked them. And so as far as this one goes, let's see. The first song we did was Weak Shit's Out. That song basically set the tone for the entire CD. So this is the first song they recorded for the album. And they actually played it on tours in like 2006, I think. Like when they were touring and didn't have anything new out besides like Fatso and stuff, they were playing this song as like a taste of the new album. It says, we knew we wanted a rock and roll ninja on it, but someone a little less traditional. And we were actually talking with Andrew WK about recording it with us. Sounds nuts, right? But halfway through that song, Madrox was like, this beat is way too hard for dude to just be singing on it, and I agreed. We rolled a fat one and started thinking. Halfway through the doob, I yelled, I got it. With all eyes on me, I shouted, Head PE. An eruption occurred in the studio, and it was on. The words of Monoxide.
It means he came, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was an eruption. They listened to Van Halen's Eruption.
That's very interesting that this is the first track that they did. And don't get me wrong, like this sounds like it would be a Twiztid song. Okay, it sounds like their typical track, lacing it up with a bit of guitar. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think that this sets the tone for the rest of the album, though.
No, not at all.
Like, I think the majority of this record sounds very, very different.
Yeah.
So
I find it
it's
odd
almost
that they
like
followed this up with 13 tracks of weak shit.
I don't think this sounds anything like the rest of the album, but I think they had a feature on it and were like, we should keep it.
Yeah, I had it not been for them deciding to switch it and put Head PE on here, if they would have just had Andrew WK on here, it would not have made the album. This would have gotten shelved and put on a Cryptic Collection, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't see this being something that would have made a record if it wasn't for having Jared's verse on it.
I just don't see Andrew WK being on this style of song in general.
No, I'm really curious what that would have been. Like, what was even planned for that? Like, was he gonna do a verse?
Right.
And just sing about
that's
partying?
I feel like that's a completely different kind of song. He's a much more positive man than this.
Yeah. But it didn't happen. They got Head PE, Jared from Head PE, and he did some stuff. But yeah, I don't think this is that good of a song. I think it is fine. I think Jared kind of mucks it up, and I'm glad they went a different direction with the rest of the album.
Right on. Right on. Moving on.
Track number 12, Wet Dreams.
Featuring Bizarre.
Twiztid and Bizarre.
Eastside, baby. Sex on my mind. Yeah, it's time to get romantic. Come here, slut. Romantic-ish.
Man, I'm gonna let her sip the motherfucking nut about my kind. That J go to gas man. 10 more strokes till I bust and plus I'm pumping it double time. Who's just jiggling more? Hers or mine? Sweating like I'm lifting weights. They love my banana and I love shoving it in and out of that soft face. I like it when they freaky dicky. They lick their lips and tell me that they wanna see me naked from the hips down. Don't you start no shit now. Go skip it in your mouth. Show me what you all about. I don't even know your name, girl, but I know that you's a pro with something. Took me clean to the grapes with butterfly on muffin, dripping down the leg with excitement and juice. Rubbing my sack, pulling harder, hoping that I'ma cut loose. I pop like a bottle of martini and Rossi and spunked it down, coated the tongue in the body. I woke up with my dick stuck to the bed sheet. I ain't fuck no down piece. I was a victim of wet dreams.
It makes me feel so good. I can't help but explode every time. I go to sleep and get up here. Always with sex on it.
Sex on my mind.
I can't control it, but I know it. That this shit can't be right. I love to hate it, don't be fooled. I go to sleep every
A little bit of DJ Clay on those cuts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There he is.
That thing he should do.
Finally made it.
Exclusively. So, I have a problem with this song.
Which one?
This entire track. Jamie is the only one who got it. Nobody else fucking understood what the concept of this song was. And it pisses me off.
Jamie,
this is what we said earlier about how somebody starts off really fucking good and then the next person comes in and just derails it.
Jamie also frequently is, well, I mean, he's the only member of Twiztid who has the actual ability to express that he likes women.
Oh.
Monoxide can't do that. It's not possible because he hates them.
Speaking of the speaking of the concept of this song, back to the MySpace homie hookups. Here's in Twiztid's words. I don't know which member. The concept of this song.
I read this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, we wanted to do this song called Wet Dreams about how when you have sex in your dreams, your sleeping body reacts to what the mind is seeing and, more importantly, doing. We discussed it and laid a scratch track to hear it out loud, and it was the shit. So, yeah. That is conceptually what Wet Dreams is about. It's about dreaming about... Yeah, I don't know, man. Whatever.
It's about wet dreams, yeah.
Yeah.
It is exactly.
And Jamie
what
is the only
is.
one who fucking picked up on the goddamn
I'll
concept.
say, well, the thing about
by the way, produced by Seven.
I thought you were going to say Juggalo Love Song. Anyway, like the thing about Monoxide's verse is that, you know, we've covered a lot of ground with Monoxide, and he's talked a lot about his various issues and stuff, and probably being a sex addict and stuff and all of that stuff. And, you know, I feel like at this point in his life, what he describes as this dream is just what he needs to get off, apparently.
You know?
I didn't even interpret what he was saying as a dream.
He was. Yeah.
No, like, I just got it as this is a situation that's happening.
I mean...
He didn't set it up properly.
No, and I have an issue with one of his lines.
Yeah,
I gotta call it out.
Go for it.
My note was Monoxide. No, the who the fuck said it ain't no fun to get raped.
Yeah. Oh sure.
That's a.
Nah.
Hey, Monoxide. Remember a couple songs ago when you said that you're tasteless mostly.
Most times. I think, right?
Yeah, something like that. This is one of those times.
Slightly more taste, if you wouldn't mind.
This is one of those lines.
Hey, apparently you guys aren't freak shows.
Still, no, clearly, but you know, I have to hit my quota on pearl clutching.
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's important.
And Bizarre. Oh, Bizarre.
I don't even remember what was going on there.
That's probably for the best for you.
Oh, you know what? Now I remember. There we go.
Bizarre is one of the fucking most interesting members in D12 because he can literally just say fucking whatever and they put it on a goddamn song.
And he can spell bizarre.
And they... Sorry, that took me a second. But you know who couldn't spell bizarre? Twiztid. That was the fucking name that they got wrong on the original pressing of this record.
It's one of many. That is, I tell you, if you write anything on the internet about this album, you know what? Strap in for this episode releasing, boys, because you will get so many comments about how there were typos in this. Apparently, the thing... Okay, this is a side fucking tangent, but it fired up.
No, it's okay. I'm looking at it now, actually. I'm looking at the...
People...
Look at the back of it.
I'm convinced that most quote-unquote Juggalos don't even listen to any of this music. They remember a few tidbits about the time period it was released in, some stuff that happened, and that's their 2 sentences they repeat every time the album comes up. And in this one, it's that there were typos in the fucking liner notes, and god damn it, have I received a lot of comments about that. And boy, could I care less.
Yeah, DJ Quick is spelled wrong. The Dog Pound is spelled wrong.
God. Bizarre's just talking. Yeah. He's just Bizarre's like, I'm gonna rap as gross as possible. You know.
Yep. Yeah, that's Bizarre.
That's basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a normal verse for him.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
His
I just
entire
didn't need
catalog.
it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
like, don't get me wrong. There's stuff by Bizarre that I really do like. I think there's some stuff that he comes up with, and I'm like, how the fuck did you think of this? But then there's times where I'm like, I did not need to hear this.
He thinks of it much by doing this. This is his exercise that gets his brain going to write shit.
He's a solid 6th guy in a group.
Damn.
He's definitely, okay. Let's be real though. Okay, in D12, you know who he is in the group. Like, there is never a song that comes on that he's on and you're like, oh wait, whose verse was that? No, that's fucking, you know who Bizarre is.
He's very unique.
It's him when he comes up. He like Eminem, Bizarre, and Proof. They're the ones that I can always name. Sadly, the other 3 I occasionally have trouble with. But
they're all great, but they do, have generic
it can be
rapper
interchangeable
syndrome every now and again. And by that I mean most of the time.
But yeah, this was a verse that I didn't need. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Fair.
So Jamie, spot on for nailing what the song is supposed to be about. Everybody else, whatever.
Yeah, just bury them all.
Featuring Tech 9, Chris Calico, and Potluck.
Got it.
Yeah, I didn't even.
And this is the song that I cut. I cut like 30 seconds off of the beginning. Like whenever the pluck strings come in after this part, that's where I normally have the song come in because I don't want to hear all this because
it's reasonable,
unnecessary.
Now you hate beautiful music. I get it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why I listen to Juggalo music. Oh god.
I mean, these motherfuckers seem to be all about dreams, having my cake and eating it. People see weakness and greet the beast sinking deep in it. Even family hand me calamity, cannot be sitting with insanity trying to damage me. Even niggas who rip with me having fantasies of erasing them enemies. Look, you blood sucking, mud fucking punks, chumps, gay faggots, maggots trying to get paid, really better slip away. A dirty Harry your call, bloody murdering y'all, scurry and fall necessary to brawl. With bitch ass niggas in our past, we bury them all.
Wait. Look up inside of my head. You see why I keep a gun up on the side of the bed. And I'm watching out for the Watson house.
Cause I'm paranoid that every noise is means for me to grab my millimeter. I'm a walking zombie, obviously.
Feel like I'm going insane, losing it more than a little bit. My life, I'm thinking about killing it.
But reverse the gun and curse the one whose purpose is to hurt us. Now that you got me nervous, bury you more than in the verse.
Stay awake.
Cause if you want to steal, the way for you to stay is keep far away from me. Cause I can surely take, you can't hide from me. All of them I will bury.
All right, this was produced by Seven.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah, I do. This is this the longest or the second longest track on here?
Second longest.
Second longest. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, we got Tech and Chris at the beginning, and then Chris on the hook, doing the Chris Calico hook that he would do on a Tech 9 song.
He is. Well, of course he would do what he would do on a Tech 9 song, because that's what this is.
I was going to say...
Yeah, this is basically a Tech 9 song.
Yeah. Shmeev and I were talking about this on Tuesday. About the tracks that Tech 9 has done with the other people on, or just in general, like his guest verses that he's done on Psychopathic, up to this point. How many of those tracks are Tech 9 songs that just happen to have, ICP or Twiztid on them?
Up to this point, so like 2007 and prior?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? I'd say this one and the one with Prozac definitely fall in that category.
Need Some Help.
Mm-hmm.
Because Need Some Help was supposed to be a Project Deadman song.
Yeah.
Besides that, I don't know. It's ours.
Yeah, because I don't have like the best memory for all of these and stuff. I kind of remembered Madhouse, but I don't remember Thug Pit or anything like that. The only one that I had really for reference was Scream, and I thought about it, and I'm like, Scream from Mighty Death Pop. That's an ICP song featuring Tech 9.
Yeah,
but like some of the other ones that we've listened to, I'm like, they've definitely just been Tech 9 songs that have just been carried onto somebody else's album.
Yeah.
They just got lost on the way to his album, and they just ended up here. Twiztid's just like, oh, no, we'll take you in, buddy. Here you go.
and that was my joke of, yeah, I'll do this track with you. It won't be on my Tech 9 album, however, because why would I ever have a Juggalo artist on my record?
Did these guys ever appear on any Tech 9 records? Twiztid, ICP, any of those guys?
No one from Psychopathic has ever appeared on the Tech 9 album.
Okay,
they've appeared on Prozac. They've appeared on Chris Calico.
Damn.
But yeah, never Tech 9. Because
fair.
Tech has to distance himself from the Juggalos. Shut the fuck up. Tech did what he wanted.
I thought that you were mocking him at first. I was like, I don't know. It's got his record. Let him do
well,
it.
That was the joke at first. That was the joke at first. Is Tech just never had them on there. But that's why you have the Juggalos who were like, Tech just he fell off after he dissed the Juggalos. Now he doesn't like us anymore. Shut the fuck up.
He can't have his fans exposed to a different cult. He's got to hold on to them.
Is Chris, jog my memory, is he on Need Some Help? He's doing the hook on there, yeah?
Yes, he's on the hook. He's on the hook.
So that, I would argue, is what makes them Tech 9 songs, is that Chris Calico. They're Chris Calico songs.
Chris doing a hook for Tech 9 that on a song that happens to feature Tech 9 in some way, shape, or form. That makes it a Tech 9 song.
Exactly.
That's it.
Let's be real. If Serial Killer had the full Tech 9 verse like it was supposed to have, it probably would have been a Tech 9 song.
Was Chris on it?
No. But it still would have been a Tech 9 song. It would have been a Tech 9 song. Come on. But anyways, about Bury 'Em All.
Yeah. Great song.
Haters, man.
Love it.
I can't like pinpoint stuff in this. I just put the note of everything equals yes.
Yeah.
I really like this song. I think everybody does a great job. And this is one of the things that kind of contradicts what I said earlier about Monoxide, where I was like, oh yeah, he's like on point with like doing these like more direct staccato style things. He doesn't do that, at least not for a big portion of his verse. It's almost like he kind of falls into the words that he wants to say, and that's just how he says it. But I actually kind of really like that in here, because then when it switches to Madrox's verse, who decides, hey, yeah, this Tech 9 guy, I can do this too. I can do the choppy thing. It is a very nice dichotomy that we get that unfortunately I don't think we've had a lot of. To really kind of differentiate, like, yes, you can tell who's Monoxide and who's Jamie, but this really shows like the diversity that they can have, and I like that a lot. And when we get Potluck in here, One Ton, who's the first person that we hear, he typically doesn't really chop. Like, he will rap fast every now and then, but that's more Underrated's thing. And I think Underrated took this song and said, oh, hey, don't forget about me.
Oh, he killed it.
I can do this shit too. Underrated. If you've never, for anybody who's never listened to Potluck or anything like that, I highly recommend checking out some of their stuff that they did on Suburban Noise. It's very good. He Underrated has a couple solo tracks. One of them is, I can't remember the fucking names, but they're like 2 minute, 3 minute, and 4 minute like whatevers, and he is just fucking chopping the entire time, like in one take. It's crazy shit.
And he's talking too. He's not just spitting to spit.
No,
he's saying shit.
Like,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so this track is just super fucking cool. It's very atmospheric, the instrumental. So yeah. I love everything about this song. I can't, like I said, I hate that I can't like really pinpoint specific stuff, but just everything on this great track.
There's a lot of ghosts in here for sure, I would say. Like musically, like that's just a term I used to use when I would like do music, was like if there was like a weird noise that was kind of atmospheric but didn't have like a, like, oh, that's the guitar. It's just like, oh, there's some cool ghosts in this song. And I'd say like that's very true here. I
hear that.
The thing you were saying about Monoxide, I think what makes him impressive on this album and forward is not necessarily, like you said, like the staccato nature of it or anything like that, but it's the control. It's whatever he's doing. It's not, he's not accidentally doing anything. He's picking specific pockets and specific flows and like articulating them very well. And I think he does that here. It's completely different than the rest of the record, but it's still very like intentional and well executed. And
he's very comfortable in the style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I don't have anything to say besides the rules.
Yeah, it's a really good track. The last thing that I have is Monoxide's line. When I live in society with all these people we call friends, and when the hookup's gone, it all ends. Who could that be about? I don't know. I'm just going to let that hang in the air.
I don't know.
It's just there in the air. All right, we're up here on the last track. Number 14, Monsters Ball.
Featuring Insane Clown Posse.
Straight rolling on flat tires, screeching to a halt, sparks spitting at the paparazzi. Reload your flash bulbs for the dead bodies. 7 bitches and human abominations line up behind the velvet rope, waving their invitations. One by one, they all pile in, find their seat and wait for the ceremony to begin. And when the lights fall, it's just like nightfall, unable to see a single thing in front of your eyeballs. All you can hear is a scream from the audience as the victims up in the pits get robbed of their innocent shit. I love the terror, I'm in VIP with these vampire bitches taking hits of mutant ecstasy. Spilled the blood, the torch is lit. Compared to the Monsters Ball, yo, bash ain't shit.
Now who wanna go to the ball? I do. The wicked ass Monsters Ball. Tell me who wanna go to the ball? I do. I bet you'll never see the light. Now who wanna go to the ball? I do. The wicked ass Monsters Ball. Tell me who wanna go to the ball? I do. The horror's been here waiting just already. My suit, the skin is made of dead.
All right.
This was produced by Seven.
Of course it is. Now,
Shmeev, what you got?
If you'll remember, I had talked several songs ago about ending a verse with people ending verses with the same lines. Jay and Jamie both do that. They end with, compared to the Monsters Ball, your bash ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this was another opportunity for them to do something cool with that. And nobody else did it.
Yeah.
The problem is Monoxide kind of did it, but then he extended the line.
No, he didn't.
The Monsters Ball is the shit, and your ass ain't invited, bitch.
Yeah. They tried to, like, if... The problem is, they could have done a thing where they each took their own spin on it, But because Jay followed Jamie's immediately up with that, it's really jarring for it to change. Now, what they could have done was open with Jamie's Monoxide and Shaggy, and then close with Jay repeating that line again.
Would have been good.
That's a thing you could, but if you follow them up like that, and then the last two don't match up, it's lopsided. It feels weird.
Yeah.
Remind me, how does Shaggy end his verse here?
Shaggy says, without an invite, motherfucker, don't come. Monsters, balls in your mouth. Get the fuck on, bitch.
So, okay. So he's shagging it up.
He sure is.
As he do.
He's like, say something about how it's ain't shit. He's like, oh, how about balls in your mouth instead?
It's the classic.
Remember
Shaggy
the thing
move.
I said back on 1994's "fuck off"?
Yeah.
Like it's back to like the rotten treats thing. It's like, so the rotten treats are like his dick, right? And like, yeah, Shaggy, I guess the rotten treats are like his dick, I guess. Monster's ball. You mean like the nut bag? Like, yeah, Shaggy.
Sure, whatever you need to write.
I guess we mean the nut bag.
Yeah.
Robbie, what do you got on this one, man?
Cool song, weird ending to this album. It's very different than the rest in that it is like I don't know. And I get this is another like meeting people where they are. Like this is definitely very ICP in concept, but I think it works because you can tell they all came up with it together as opposed to making a track that they thought would suit ICP and sending it to them via email or something. I like this one. It's not my favorite on the record. I think it was intended to be a part of something bigger. At the time, there was talk that the next Twiztid album was going to be called Monsters Ball. And I don't know if that was supposed to be more of a collaborative thing between them and ICP or what it was going to be, but it never happened, so who cares? But yeah, I think it's a cool song, but I think it ends the album on a cool but weird note after everything we've been through thus far.
Right. And I'm actually glad you pointed that out. That was actually what I was going to say earlier is I recall that there was some kind of, I think it might have been an interview with Fago Lovers or something where they were talking about how Monsters Ball was allegedly like kind of a prequel to something, or there was going to be another track regarding this in the future at the very least, and nothing ever came of it. They kind of teased that something would, but there was nothing about it. This is a track though, it's definitely, it's a psychopathic ending track. Okay, I get it because obviously of the length. This is also a track, like if they switched this with Bury 'Em All, I don't think it would have been like a terrible idea because Bury 'Em All could have ended the album just fine. But this is also a track that I wouldn't have been surprised if this was held off and maybe used as either a Lotus song or done as like a family track and had more of the people who were on Psychopathic on it. If you put this on like a Psychopathics from Outer Space or something, then maybe. Now granted, this is a long fucking song, so maybe their verses would have had to been shortened a bit or something to cut the length of this already being a 7+ minute track. But that's just what I was thinking of. I was thinking about that earlier. I do think though that like the verses are very well done from everybody on it. And I actually think this is a very underrated ICP feature. I don't typically think about this song that much. But like we haven't gotten a track of Twiztid featuring ICP in a while, with the exception of like bonus feature on Man's Myth, which is just
and that
cover.
even has everybody.
Yeah. But I mean, but again, that's just a cover. So we haven't had something that had both members of ICP since what, Freak Show? So
yeah,
a 7-year difference on a Twiztid track, and I think that this is actually really freaking good. I haven't listened to it in a very long time, and part of it is because it's a bit on the longer side, but I think it's great. And unfortunately, as time goes on, one of the last collaborations we get from them, it's just sad by comparison, when it shouldn't have been. But that's for another time.
Yeah. Another thing that I did bring up about this, I talked with Mike about this one while we were listening to this in the car. So, Here's
One of the few
thing.
times we've ever listened to stuff at the same time.
It's true.
Mind
We
you.
do not do that very often, or at all, actually.
Literally ever.
So, whenever I initially texted him after my first or second listen, I told him this was a great strange music debut album from Twiztid. And mostly it's because of these last two tracks, one right after the other, because... And Mike side-eyed me whenever I said this. I told him Bury 'Em All is a Tech 9 song, and I even said Monsters Ball. I said that's a Tech 9 song. I hear it, and it was until I said this would be on KOD. And then he suddenly was just like, oh my god, you're right. Because that hook, it feels like they are reaching for that Chris Calico hook to put it on there. And even like just the way
this
that
is 2
melody
years before
goes.
KOD too, so.
And you know, it's still, that was my first Tech 9 album that I ever got. And that was my frame of reference. But like, it sounds so fucking much like one, and it even features the Cut Calhoun of Psychopathic Records, Shaggy 2 Dope. So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is another Tech 9 song, and it's a pretty good one. I do really like this song.
It's definitely a Tech 9 beat. I mean, that's definitely. I mean, it's 7, but so are like 5 other things that don't sound like Tech 9 songs. But like a lot of this is 7, and a lot of it doesn't sound like that. This is very specifically a Tech 9 sounding beat. But I think it works that. I almost wonder on some level if that's intentional.
Possibly.
Because like conceptually the album was supposed to be all the like independents coming together or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you brought up Mike also about the you hadn't had them on a track together in a long time, because like you said with the I Got 5 on it cover, that's got, you know, everyone. Whereas I mean, yeah, the last time there was just a song that was, you know, ICP and Twiztid together on a track on an album, I think it was Freak Show. So I think that's kind of a cool
Freak Show or Homies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's
or
true.
Or on The Shining, actually, or sorry, not Shining, Wizard of the Hood, rather.
Yeah, which is it's like a separate thing, I think.
But again, that's on an ICP property, not on a Twiztid album.
Right. And that's got everybody, you know, it's got Blaze on there, and there's weird character stuff it would play. But I think like the classic, you know, like most tasteless reissue style ICP and Twiztid posse cut type of stuff hadn't happened in years at that point. And I think that's like super intentional to end the album that way, because there's a lot of branching out that happens here with, you know, new people, and obviously like Suburban Noise and Strange were becoming more and more prominent within the Juggalo scene at the time. And I think by closing it with just like a very decided ICP and Twiztid song, it's saying like, we got a big world going on here that we're helping, you know, to kind of grow. But like, we remember this is, you know, where it started. And I think it's a cool message.
I totally see that. Yep. I dig that a lot. I think it's a good way to interpret that.
Yeah. But that's
the
Independence Day.
Yeah.
We fucking did it.
Every song.
Somehow. Don't fucking know how, but we did it. Shmeev.
Yes.
What are your final thoughts on this record?
Mike, I'll tell you. I didn't actually know what the, I guess, mission statement of this album was prior to us recording this. That it was, you know, the whole point was having independent people on there. So I missed the pun, I guess, because whoops.
You're like, damn, the typos on this case.
God damn it. They're all over. They spelled quick wrong. There's a C in it. What are you doing?
Chris Calico was also spelled wrong.
Oh, that's rough.
Calico was wrong.
Damn.
Anyways, go on.
But no, I think it's pretty good. I think they do, like we've talked about throughout this, they do a really good job of meeting people where they're at, and they do well in it. And I think it's both a very good display of their abilities and also just a very good way of them building their chops as they're going along too. Like this is useful stuff for them going forward to, you know, use in their own things and, you know, working with other people and stuff. It's generally just a very good creative thing. And also the production on this is fucking great. Seven all over it is doing good shit. And I really don't have anything bad to say about anybody who produced something on this. Like, these are all great tracks. Yeah. They're fun.
Yeah, I would echo similar sentiments. This is Twiztid doing a hip hop album of the time, I think. We were getting to an era where it was very common to have a lot of guest features on stuff. It more so kind of hammered in within a few years after this, where it was very common to have, all but maybe 2 songs on a record featuring somebody on it.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
I just hope going forward that Monoxide, in addition to his additional, his flow abilities, that he finds a few more things to write about besides, local artists that he hates.
Well, maybe we'll see. I don't think that every song is necessarily a hit or hits the mark. But there are some tracks on here that clearly stand the test of time. And, whether they're songs that can be performed live and get a crowd moving, or songs that, you can actually really feel what they were aiming for. So again, this is not my favorite Twiztid record by any stretch of the imagination. But for what they were able to do in 2007, I think it's strong on a lot of fronts. So, Robbie?
I would say that, first of all, to backpedal to the very top of the episode, the reason that I originally had said that I wanted to be on this one was that I think this is an immense, maybe more than any in the catalog, an immense show of growth for Twiztid musically. I think by getting together with Seven and putting Underrated on some stuff, the production stepped up to a whole nother level. Monoxide specifically, but both of them are still just honing those chops as rappers. And I think no matter what people think of this album, some people love it and say it's their favorite, some people hate it. That's every album. No one really ever talks about that element of it. I think that's lost on a lot of people. And I think that's unfortunate, because I think I don't know what the opinion of it was at the time when it first came out, but it's wild coming off of Mutant and Man's Myth, how just much better they are at everything. And so, I think it's one of the most important stepping stones in their entire career. Is it my favorite album of theirs? Not even close, but I think it's they're working towards something great, which we'll see in the next few albums, I think. I think the guest stuff is fun. I don't think it's 10 out of 10, I think some work better than others. I think they work with some better than others. And I don't know, that's just whatever. I mean, some of these people, didn't have long, full career. The guy from Head PE, I think at the time was seen as more of a fucking staple of the scene and legendary in his own right. I don't think anyone gives a shit about them at this point. So there's stuff like that just didn't age that well. I think it's a super, super important record, and I think it is a very good one as well. And I think it's the seeds of basically everything that came after it. For them, not for music, obviously.
No, that's fair. I totally get what you're saying. All right, then. I think this is the point where we think of our top 3 tracks and the track that we would remove to make the album better. Shmi, what do you have, man?
I'm probably gonna take Monsters Ball, Bury 'Em All, and Bussy O'Headapin.
I was actually struggling for a moment with this. I would take How I Live. I would take Bust Your Head Open. And this is what I struggle with, is it's either between Welcome Home or Bury 'Em All. and they're both fucking solid ass tracks. I think I'm gonna go with "Welcome Home," and "Bury 'Em All" is a runner up, basically. And I'm sorry, did you say a track that you would remove?
I didn't.
Oh,
but it would be probably "Sex, Drugs, Money, and Murder."
Okay,
probably.
I
was Wet Dreams. I don't know. It's a tough one.
Yeah, for me, it was either Wet Dreams, or Just Like Me. I was debating on my favorite, but the beat is actually kind of good. But yeah, I think I'm getting rid of Wet Dreams.
Getting rid of them wascally wet dreams.
Wascally wet dreams with Bizarre. Ooh. Robbie, what are your top 3 tracks, and what song would you remove to make this album better?
This is so hard. I have like 5 or 6 of my 3.
Nope.
So I'm not.
You have to pick your 3 favorite children.
I'm not actually going to say 5 or 6, but that's what I'm dealing with here. So I'm going to go with. I might go with the top 2, "Welcome Home" and "Monster," and then put "Bury 'Em All" in there at the end.
All right.
Right on.
What do you know?
Which song is banned forever?
Which child are you capping?
Go ahead. There's at least 2. Let's see. These 2 songs both aren't that good, but ultimately I will go with "Wet Dreams" as well.
There we go. Fucking unanimous across the board. Bizarre. I'm sorry, but fuck your track.
Damn.
That you ultimately made very, very bad.
For me, it's not even about Bizarre. He's not the highlight of the song for me, but I just overall don't think there's almost anything about that song I like.
It's not great. The instrumental also, which is also something that I really pay attention to. The instrumental's okay. Like, that's just not my favorite one on here.
Yeah.
So
it's disheartening to see how funny they think it is.
So that's the episode.
That's it.
This was a fucking blast, Robbie. For this being the first time that you and I've ever actually spoke directly.
Same.
That's true.
I've had a fucking blast. I hope that you've enjoyed yourself on here.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much
for
coming on. It's been wonderful.
So before we sign off on here, if you got anything to plug, please go ahead and do so. Plug everything. Plug your own shit. Plug stuff that you've been on. Go ahead, do it.
Tell the people where to find you.
Let's see. Well, obviously, at TwiztidHistory on Instagram is the main one. That's where most of you have found me already. And then outside of that, what I like to say is just go to your local podcasting platform of choice and just type Twisted History into the search bar and all one word, and then just listen to whatever comes up. I've guested on a handful of things, but sporadic, so you got to catch me when I'm around.
You've been on 5 Piece recently.
Been on 5 Piece recently. I've been on Beneath the Dirt a handful of times. I've been on Jiggles' new Juggalo Roundtable. Probably other things that aren't as good as those other ones. I don't know. Shots fired at those hosts. No, just kidding. I was on Dim Carnival, actually. I'll give them a shout out.
It's okay. It's okay. The next time you're on something, you won't name us, and you'll say that we were the shitty thing too.
Right. It's all right. Dim Carnival's dead. You don't have to talk about them anymore.
Yeah, but it was the first podcast I did in this world, so it might be good. It might be a mess. I don't know. I was definitely nervous.
Shout out to Dim Carnival. They're great. Yeah,
for real.
R.I.P.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Before we peace out, please. Well, first off, thank you everybody for listening to this. This was a fairly long episode, but we were bringing on somebody who knew what the fuck to talk about. So that's why we knew what was happening, and we hope that you'd love to come on again in the future. So if you think of any other records that you'd like to hop on and chat about, then by all means, let us know. We'll try and make something work. Yeah. Everybody who enjoyed listening to this, you can let us know how much you enjoyed listening to this. Shmeev.
Yeah.
How can they find us?
Well, we got some social medias laying around. We got a Facebook.
It's Juggalo Judgment.
We got a Twitter.
At Juggalo Judgment.
We got an Instagram.
Juggalo Judgment.
For the love of God. If you got a lot of shit to say, you got email.
JuggaloJudgment@gmail.com.
If, for some reason, you have so utterly lost your mind that you want to give us money, not mentioning any names, you can do that on our Patreon.
You can just search Juggalo Judgment on Patreon, and you should find us. Maybe.
I gotta say, it's probably the best $10 I've ever spent.
Thank you so much.
Testimonials from real Patreon users.
We'll get the thing set up and you'll finally be able to request a song for us to cover every month. We'll get there, I promise.
We'll get it taken care of.
The money hasn't gone through yet. It doesn't count.
If you need help finding anything, we do have a link tree that is in the description of all of our episodes coming out now. And you can find all of that stuff on how to find us. And Shmeev, if they don't want to hit up the regular Juggalo Judgment social, say they want to just reach out to you. If they want to talk to the non-Juggalo of this podcast, how can they do that?
If they want to do something like that, they could hit me up on Twitter @Shmeev. And Mike, what about if they wanted to just hit up you if they didn't want to reach me at all?
If they wanted to do that, they can hit me up on Twitter @MikeSpawn, the SEJ, or they can hit me up on Instagram, Straight Edge Juggalo. Also, bear in mind, we do have a Discord. So if you'd like to go ahead and join that, that is in the link tree as well. And as we keep saying, because we don't fucking care, even though it's not our own thing, go and join Aaron and Eric's from ICP with We. They're fucking great. They have an amazing community. We're trying to steal them over. We're the magic ninja of their of their psychopathic, trying to steal people over to our Discord, and it's slowly but surely happening. It takes a while. But it's okay. It's okay. Right. Go ahead and join theirs though, because there's a lot of great people on there. People are chatting all the fucking time, and it's a great time over there.
Wonderful place. With all that said,
I was gonna say the one addendum I have on that is don't join it if you're annoying, because I spend a lot of time on there, and I don't want to read your bullshit.
With those shots fired, there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Finish your motherfucking bagels. Delicious.
Peace. Peace out.
Now don't y'all not for 1 second think I won't just push your head open. Give me a reason to leave you breathing. That's a point blank message of all the non-believers. Now don't y'all not for 1 second think I won't just push your head open. Give me a reason to leave you breathing. That's a point blank message of all the non-believers.
You don't woke a sleeping giant, all this like the lion. You saw it all blast, leave all your mamas crying at the wake.